Welcome, my lovely dears, to another totally soothing, what could go wrong session of the Dark Manor. When last we left off, our party finally made it through the last room, or the last room that they saw of the tower, and fought the Duchess of Ice, and it sure was a rough battle. Against all odds, they broke through the shortcut. That wasn't really even a shortcut, it was a totally abandoned, locked off, barred from the other side corridor. But they were just determined to go through, and then immediately, I can't even call it bumblefucking, they just forced their way into the boss fight early without any preparation.
Pretty sure like we could constitute as bumblefucking their way into it.
It's not, like, bumblefucking is like a hilarious series of accidents. In this, they just were like, we're going this way, and you did, against all odds. You made an uninformed decision with extreme prejudice.
Look, the door wouldn't let us in, so we took that as a challenge.
We saw a locked door and took it personally.
I would have just gone around the other way, but you know,
Well,
you do you.
The other way was swarmed with snakes, and this way was empty. We thought we were sneaking somewhere, we just didn't know where we were sneaking.
Yeah.
We aggressively explored our environs.
Sure.
You can apologize all you want, it doesn't make it better.
Yeah, but it's okay.
No.
You succeeded in the fight. It sure was rough. The party had used up basically every resource it had available to them, and at one point it was just whether I landed a daze or not, whether I could drop a player before they got their turn. But hey, you made it. The Duchess of Ice, this total cutie pie here, was defeated before she could turn you into her bitches.
There's still time.
True. But yeah, you succeeded. You came away with just armloads of pornography. So much porno. And a sex chair and a cum chalice and some magical weapons and armor and money.
Yeah, the
Who
unimportant
cares
stuff.
about but who
Yeah, the
cares
other
about that
stuff.
lighter stuff really?
Just
That
so much
far stuff is
porno.
best.
How many pounds was it again?
39.
39, which
39
I've determined
pounds.
if we're packed neatly, it'd be 2 copy paper boxes.
Except it was not packed neatly. It was made up of
course
various
not.
books, carvings,
So it'd be like 2 large
portraits,
packing boxes worth of porn,
envelopes.
really.
And how sticky is it?
Some of it probably is. You know how it goes.
Depends on what the queen's using, because or the Duchess, because she's like lactating constantly.
And then we got the succubus history written on the dildos. Or inscribed on them, that's what it was.
Yeah,
Inscribed on
I really
them.
liked the idea of their physical history also being an oral history.
You're welcome for that one.
Yeah, it was a good idea. Totally stolen.
Now,
And then you exited. And then Stelonia essentially did the equivalent of press the red button, and there's just a muted thump, and the portal behind you collapses as the tower is completely obliterated, its pocket dimension never to threaten, smashing into your realm or Elysia.
Oh,
Sasha
okay.
wipes away a fake tear from her eye.
She did agree to give you, I think it was 1 bomb.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
I have
moment.
the single bomb stored with my other bombs. Or it will be stored with my other bombs for when we need it.
Legion Dimensional.
So how did we get back to the prime material here? Because we didn't have a way out.
Yeah, you did. You had a portal from the Duchess.
She
Yeah, the tentacle
portal for you.
made a portal for us.
Oh, did she?
Yeah,
Okay.
she basically.
I remember she
the
made a
equivalent.
tentacle portal for herself, but
yeah, that portal just remained behind.
Yeah, that was for us.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's as well.
Yeah. It's like that. It's like the classic idea of all the Elder Scrolls, where they just do like, demon does a demon portal, a little Daedra portal with the swirlies in it, except her swirlies are tentacles.
I should learn how to do that eventually.
definitely trying to research that myself.
Just disapproving looks from Queth, who has at least some vague idea of the incredible danger that the dimensions have been put in.
I'm just saying, portal
The
would make travel easier.
barrier!
We're learning how to close them. Not open, but close them.
Speaking of which, how are you two going to get back to wherever you're from?
And I thought she said that she'd be able to open up a portal herself while we rescued her.
Well, that was back in the castle. Now we're here.
Yeah,
Stood-
Delonia rubs her chin. She's stood there with Queth, who's just sort of looking around this environment. She looks disconcerted, as though just something doesn't smell right about the air. Frowns.
And that's most people's reaction to Torchlight, to be fair.
Yeah, no, nothing out of the ordinary there.
Well, you really are detached from from the Lady's Grace.
I don't know who you're referring to, but maybe.
Certainly. There's no maybe about it, I'm afraid. This
Maybe,
does impose some troubles, but I believe we'll be able to take a jaunt through Elysia. And from there, hopefully find an entryway that's a little bit thinner to the other side. Giona. It will take some figuring out, at least. And I am very tired. In fact, I dare say the four of us, she looks amongst herself, Anga, Thelonier, and Jacqueline, are exhausted from our time spent locked in the demon realm.
I bet. Well,
I
we have
imagine
a
so, yeah.
castle nearby you could crash at.
That would be fine. How far away is this castle?
Just a few hours' walk.
Very well. Please lead the way.
Oh
Yeah.
shit!
Is the Duchess still around here, or did she wander off?
Coincidentally, she is not there, nor is the Cold Squad leader or the Cold Legion demon. There's
Aw.
like they are all completely absent. There is, however, one of those demon doggos. It's just sort of chilling.
Oh,
I was
pick it
really
up and
hoping
hug
I
it.
get to.
Doggo.
I was really
need to-
hoping I get to
one sec, I
talk
need
to
to-
the Duchess.
You might still. She just has not hung around at the entrance because why would she do that? That's not nearly as fun.
All right, fair enough.
Shit.
You,
See you one
where
second.
did our dragon go?
Hello?
Not you.
Our dragon's still back in the woods.
You guys are
You're so,
currently. I mean, you guys are
nice.
all. Sorry, this is happening with all of you stood in the woods. I just didn't want to make another map for that. Like, you've
Yeah.
exited out. Wolf
Oh,
is there.
we
Like,
are where
you're
we
all
came
at the
from.
portal.
Okay,
This is
good.
just a landing page with all of the characters that you've met in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, you just stood there in the snow with a chair and a bunch of pornography and bags of loot. And this idle demon wolf who may or may not have been, knotted quite firmly to your moo at some point is just standing there and tail wagging.
Does the Demon Wolf have a token?
I'll grab one.
Yeah, there was a blue.
Yep, it was a little blue book. I left her a GM layer because I'm a dingus.
I will reiterate to her. There was a dragon who was supposed to be sitting out here. Did you see her?
Mm-mm. Shakes her head, tail still wagging.
How about a
Also a bunch
red-headed
of
werewolf?
or slightly less blue wolves.
Shakes her head again and shrugs. You guys have been gone 2 days after all.
All right, come along.
Yeah.
I went back to town, really.
Heave her up over my shoulder, truck on towards the castle.
Ow! She just yelps.
Yes, follow us. Back
She
to
doesn't even look like she can
civilization.
follow. She just sort of like sprawled over over the other doggo's shoulders.
Yeah, well, I'm more
Shrugs.
speaking to like those four.
Yeah, they'll trudge along after you. I can't believe we've walked out of some kind of frozen portal and into what is this? Some kind of Winterfell hellhole.
Yes,
Yeah,
it is
basically.
quite a Winterfell hellhole right now.
Well,
Actually,
We're working to
technically, I
fix
think
that.
it's a
Winter-
winter demon ghost hellhole.
yeah, there's kind of a toss up now between Winter Demon or Winter Fey Hellhole and Ghost Archdemoness.
We're
Because
working to fix
somebody
it.
let a demon queen out of her box, didn't they?
Several peoples went goo-goo seeing her imprisoned. I hear they didn't even ask.
For once, I wasn't actually involved in that.
Much to everyone's surprise.
I was minorly involved in that, and it was kind of just decided upon before we actually discussed it.
Yeah, the doggo doesn't really do anything but just sort of like be a shoulder doggo, I guess.
Anyways,
Yay!
first bit of
Looks a bit
civilization.
they look a bit tired, presumably because you've just jumped fucking dimensions.
Yes.
And
Anyways,
usually people get turned into minions.
First bit of civilization you'll have in a good long while that isn't actively trying to fuck you.
I mean, not actively, but
That's why I said actively trying to fuck you rather than just say fuck you.
So why demon? How did that come about?
Me?
No, yes. See.
Be more
This is Quaff
specific.
asking. She's just asking, like, what the fuck is this all about then? You demon fighting the demons, what's up with this shit? Because she didn't see you turn.
Yes. Up until about, say, a couple of hours ago, I was an elf.
Why would you give up being an elf to become a demon? Or were
I
you
didn't
an
quite
unfortunately...
know that I would
I
become
see.
one.
My
I still
sympathies.
I still chose to use the magical item because I thought it would be very helpful, but it turns out I'm particularly aligned with this, and one drink from it was all it took.
yes, the
Oh,
cum chalice was going to be helpful.
Yes, it was. And it did.
You can just say you were horny. It's okay.
I mean, I was, but also it did have benefits that were very useful to me.
Like being a demon.
Like giving me the extra
I-
to perform another one of my abilities when I would need it.
yeah, it's true. You do have a buff floating on you from chugging from the cum chalice.
And providing me an extra bit of health in case I needed it as well.
Figure.
That health certainly helped you in the last couple of fights, didn't it?
Yes, it certainly did. While you all managed to go forth into the Duchess, I had to deal with other minions and everything else coming through there.
Did you take them all on all at once?
No, not at once. It's more scouting parties deciding, why the fuck haven't they come through here yet? You know, as they do.
Well, anyway. Can you...
Wait, do you ever sprawled, like, not over one shoulder, but over two shoulders, like a fucking mink?
No, it's just over one right now. I don't think she bends.
I thought you were wearing like a doggo boa now.
I feel like she doesn't bend that way. I don't want to hurt her.
Probably does. Big flexible doggo. It's
And
like
I-
legs down one side, arms down the other, like tits around your head.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, I suppose you could try to fish the snake skin from the pool.
Yeah.
What kind of check would you like to make to acquire it safely? Because, it's basically at the bottom of a pond of liquid nitrogen, you know?
Does anybody have any fishing gear on them by any chance?
I was literally about to
think-
suggest that.
I would
don't,
think
but-
fishing gear would probably freeze over.
Ice
Well,
fishing.
mine
That
wouldn't,
doesn't
but I
matter.
didn't bring any. I left all that at home.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't have resistance to the more cold elements. It's all heat with me, you know?
Could I dangle Tahru down there?
I mean, maybe.
Try.
It's a possibility. Are you strong enough
You
to
might
hold
end
her
up
up?
dangled yourself. I think you're better off if I dangle you.
Yes, but I don't have the cold resistance.
You want my cold resistant thing?
Oh, if it's something you can give me, then sure.
You could just
Yeah,
ask her
sure,
to
we can-
reach in and grab it.
Or that. I suppose I'll ask the... Oh. Yeah, I suppose I will ask them if they wouldn't mind grabbing it for me while they're gathering the eggs. Oh, wait, you meant Tahru.
I mean, if I could reach it, sure.
Yeah, if Tahru wouldn't mind happening and grabbing it.
Do I need to roll something for this?
Yeah, what kind of roll would you like to make for plunging into this muck and pulling out the skin?
Would that be endurance?
Yeah, endurance is a good idea for it. Yeah, with a 32, you can you plunge in. You probably only could manage it for like 5 seconds. You've got this pretty decent innate cold resist, but this is, clearly forceful magical cold. It's like, I think it's 20 damage if you were submerged at the start of your turn. So, you could manage to stay under there and keep concentration, and you don't let your fingers freeze over. Or together, you manage to keep them spread apart enough. And you can pull out this skin. It's not brittle. You would have expected it to be. In fact, it's like pliant, kind of elasticy, rubbery. And you can pull that out with you, quickly coughing and spluttering. And someone can wipe you off before it freezer
Yes, I
burns your
will.
entire body.
I will wipe. I have towel ready. Or probably like a cloth.
Yeah. And let's see here. You have a... Don't know how many square feet it is. Hmm. 200 cubic feet of ice-resistant snake scale.
Ooh. Nice.
And yeah, I think I showed you all the details for the dimensional bomb.
Hmm.
Yeah.
It's a spooky thing.
Quite delighted by the dragon breath rules. Need to feed this to Marina now.
It could be done. It felt like an appropriate Senatrean nod. Would it be
Oh, well,
fire force cold?
I think just fire and force is probably fine.
I forget what Senatrea breathes. I thought it was fire cold.
What
No,
was
she
it?
she breathes psychic damage.
Oh. All right. I'll probably go with fire force then. It's hard to say like psychic physically causing an explosion. Yep.
At least I think so. Check now.
Wait, is it radiant? I feel like it should be radiant, right?
Maybe it's right. I mean, we'll see. It's called chromatic breath, I'm pretty sure.
Oh. It's all of them. Yay!
I mean, yeah, pretty much. Let's see. Divinities, Senatrea. Let's see. Yeah, chromatic breath deals 2066 psychic damage.
Huh. Fair
She
enough.
just explodes your brain and makes it melt out your ears.
It's fine. Crushes used to having her mind blown.
Exactly. She just literally causes you to have an aneurysm.
No, it's a different kind of mind blowing these days. She likes feet. That naughty, naughty dragon.
Give me them beans.
Let me at their beans. And yeah, give me I suppose a bluff test, Sasha.
Oh boy.
Okay. Bluff. Bluff, bluff, bluff. Well, it's not great. 13?
You struggle to assert that much of a disguise over yourself. At best, you can change your eye color. That seems to be the limits of your abilities until you get in like a decent amount of practice. It's definitely a possibility. You can feel the potential for change in yourself, or if not change, then at the very least, like illusory in that
Disguise, yeah.
sense. Yeah.
It would look like the answer is no for now, Kierwyn.
Well, that's going to be a problem getting
Hmm.
places and people. Not everybody's as open-minded about demons as we Northerners are.
You could just say that she is half Minotaur and to stop being racist, have to wear a cloak over the wing. Wait, no, your wings do the cloak thing, don't they?
I mean, that
Yeah.
as well, but I also have a cloak over top.
Yeah,
Like, is that any-
clearly you're just a half Minotaur elf with two cloaks on.
That's not going to work when we've been living in that town for months now.
We can
Oh,
explain it
hmm.
as I just got a Minotaur TF within the area that we've gone to.
Yeah, I mean, it's not that much, or it
Yeah,
probably
you
won't be that
I mean,
much
I
tougher
used to
to
allow me,
explain
before.
than
allow me to point out
what's
our
happened
new.
to Tahru.
Yeah, allow me to point out the Dragonborn here
and your freely shape-shifting
Salamander.
changeling companion.
Yeah.
and them as well.
Yes, look. It's just there are people who can sense these sorts of things is the problem, and if you give them a reason to squint at you.
Are they in town?
I
Yes.
have. So what if they
Like
have a
my
reason to
daughter.
squint?
Oh
So
yeah,
what if they
I
have a
guess we
reason to
have the.
squint at me? I mean, I've not done anything to actually do anything to warrant it,
The
or at
change
least
in
any sort of
appearance
trouble from
would
it.
warrant someone looking at you more closely. Then they'll realize you're a demon if they have the capability to sense it.
I more meant that there's not anything I've done to warrant a sort of attack on me.
That doesn't dissuade most commoners, I've found, but hopefully the people in town will be, well, I know my little sweet daughter won't mind, but, the cleric might, for instance.
Let's be honest, I have a relatively good rap in town. I've been helping at the church.
Yes, I know. Still,
I don't think Menelaus will care.
I think he'll freak the fuck out, but he'll get over it.
Yeah, I'll get over it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's my boy.
It's a shame
does
that his
like to freak the
pelvis just
fuck
has not recovered.
I think he'd give the
Yeah,
biggest, the
funny how
biggest.
that is.
You know, for someone with so much divine magic, you would have thought it fixed it by now. Maybe he chooses to have it broken.
No, see, here's the thing, right? He does keep fixing it. I've seen him do it, and then the next night, Tahru comes in and breaks it again. The poor guy can't catch a break.
I never said it was me,
I
but
mean, he
yeah,
catches lots of breaks. He catches a break every night, as you've said.
I never said it was me. You can't prove anything.
Ah, yes, it definitely wasn't me who keeps crushing my boyfriend's hips. Okay, I mean, weird flex, but fine.
I just said, but yeah, it was me. I owned up to it.
We did manage to do that bit of detective work ourselves.
Yes, it's not exactly a hard leap of logic. I mean, it's hard for someone, but not for us.
I mean, Menelaus is very hard, but still.
Yeah. You know, I'm still interested about that whole Holy Milkies in the Chalice idea.
Me too.
Hell yeah, experiments.
Woohoo!
Not really. I mean, you know.
Also,
Look, you've had
What
your
were
chance
you-
with the chalice.
Yeah.
All
Wait,
right,
what
all
were you
right.
gonna use the chalice for anyway?
If more people want to become like me.
I
Now that I do
Be
have a
like-
problem with. Please don't seduce people into becoming demons. We have a problem enough already.
I didn't
At
say
thi-
I was
at this
forcing
point-
people into it or seducing them
Uh,
into it.
I mean, it would definitely be seduction. But yeah, as you reach this point, Jacqueline's gonna just sort of like saunter a bit closer. I owe you for helping me, but I am also a Knight of the Ivory Hold. If you go turning people into demons, that's when people start Deus Vaulting. I can give you the pass and, get away with this. Don't make more demons. Please don't give me a reason to come back as not a friend.
What she said.
All right, fine.
You're otherwise welcome to get up to whatever kinky business you want. No doubt my time spent in a demon horror show is probably going to leave some kind of lasting impact on me. And, well, I have some significant others who are probably going to learn a lot of the limitations there.
Ooh.
What? I'm in a perfectly open polycule.
No, I'm just
Very
mildly fantasizing about coming back from a succubus fuck dungeon and teaching all of your lovers all sorts of new and exciting things. That's going to be fun.
Sure, but that will probably after I've spent some time sleeping across their laps.
Hmm.
I'm very tired, like physically, emotionally, literally in my soul tired.
Yes, well,
understandable.
you're welcome to remain on our lands and recover for as long as you need. It goes for all of
You're,
us.
al- you're
I'll
always welcome to come
probably,
back as well.
indeed, I'll probably hang around just for the night to recover, but I am in a hurry to get back to the hold so that my name is, not chiseled on the plaque of remembrance.
Th-
That's a lot of people whose, hearts are going to be quite imminently broken by my death, if I do say so myself.
is there anything supply-wise or anything you need in preparation for your journey that we can sort of facilitate now while before tomorrow?
No, a riding horse will obviously make the journey a lot faster, though.
I'm sure
I
we
don't know if
can.
we have too many of those around, but we'll see.
For some reason, we definitely have a lot of riding equipment, just not a lot of steeds.
Yes.
You're all looking rather peaky. So, you said there were people waiting out here for you. Are they going to be at this castle? Are we all walking there together, or?
Well, I hope so. It would be rather
Yeah.
inconvenient to have misplaced a dragon.
Your friend? Jacqueline sort of pauses and just pinches the bridge of her nose. A dragon?
Yes.
Yeah. She's really pretty blue and yellow one.
She too has a
Like
very
maybe
interesting
storm powers.
polycule she's living with.
Oh yeah. She was
Ugh.
possessed by a eldritch entity that made her get a harem.
I'm pretty sure she actually started with the harem, just kind of expanded it. But anyway,
Yes,
she's all better now.
Did she?
as she
I don't
told
know.
me, a dragon should have a treasure hoard of harems, and then I just kind of went from there.
See,
I don't
She's
think
not
she-
talking about
Yeah,
dragons and
well,
eldritch
well-
entities. It doesn't take an insight check to see that the urge to deus and the urge to vault are like visibly on this woman's face.
Kieran will
will
just like
say-
put her up. We fixed the Eldritch thing. She's fine now.
Yeah.
She does
But
still.
a dragon.
Well, yeah. What's wrong with that?
Village eating,
No.
terrifyingly
not that
powerful, ageless monsters
No.
breathing death.
Human
yeah.
transforming shapeshifter that can become giant fire-breathing worm, but who contentedly lives in a castle with her fuck buddies.
lightning breathing in this case.
Whatever.
You want to give me a check here to persuade her? A diplomacy,
sure.
perhaps?
Yeah.
I will
I'd
assist.
love to.
I'll
Yeah.
assist, yeah. There you go. +2 to it.
I will
Nice.
definitely assist on this. 1 second.
I need to change that to Haughty Demon Charm, don't I? Oh well, I'll change that eventually.
Whoa.
Come on, card. Open up.
God, assassin, really good diplomacy. You sure you're not also a 40k character?
Taki. So some people prefer to sneak in. I can also tag my way in. Sneaking in's probably
Wait, surely that
easier,
means
though.
bluff, right? Or is your
No.
bluff also
You
good?
want me to bluff? My bluff's even better.
Oh, okay, cool. No, that makes more sense. I was going to say, it's like the assassin talking their way into a place, aka the James Bonding. That is the bluff. That's I'm not going to
That's
hurt
fair.
you.
Gonna roll. So
All
it's
right.
a 30 something.
33 right now.
Plus, does
Uh,
she actually ever gets her
Yeah.
character sheet?
I can't. It's
I'll give
just
it a help.
broken. It's just
Nice.
broken.
Okay, I will roll yours for you.
I don't need help.
Okay.
No,
that's
you
a
do
help.
actually.
You
That's
help.
help. That's above the 10.
I
Yeah.
look. Isn't it supposed to be like 10 plus half level?
No, it's
No,
just 10.
It's above a 10.
Okay.
Just above 10.
Okay.
This is 4A.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Assisting is easy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think rules is written. It's supposed to be 10 plus half level for help.
No, it's just
No.
10.
No, it's just 10.
It's
Yeah.
because the idea of working together with your companions being a +6, like it. I don't know how best to describe it. It makes sense in a multiplicative fashion. Your friends can only help you so much in a situation, and as you get higher and higher level, their help represents less. But they're still just as capable of being like the person to hand you scalpel, the person to make sure you've got like the needle and thread where you need it, etc., etc. It just, all people jumping into a conversation is only so helpful. You tend to leave someone in the lead. So yeah, helping remains really easy. It's just it doesn't
All right.
mean as much as your level goes up. Because as you've seen by the fact that you guys are throwing out 30s and such, like +6, figuratively speaking, isn't a huge number anymore.
It's
Yeah.
true. My base diplomacy is just a 19.
Yeah, I've got a +10 to it.
Just a 19. He says.
She is a charisma.
Listen,
I love that charisma is just a basic attack for your paladin.
I know. Me
That's
too.
such a lovely feature of this game.
We have not quite reached Juno numbers yet, but we're getting
No,
there. We're
getting
doing
there.
numbies.
Listen, it's a lovely feature of 5e as well. You just have to multi-class for it.
It's not. It's not the same.
Yeah, it's so shitty and terrible, and I hate it. That's why, like, in 5e, Kierwyn, like, fucking went to the gym after she got pregnant and got 20 strength.
Yeah, it just he literally had to reformat all that charisma because it doesn't work to be a paladin in it. If
Yep.
anything, I'd have possibly let you take some kind of invisible 4E character's feat that's just called Dark Manor coping mechanism. just converts the stats over, flips them. It's why none of your magic items do anything now that you like walked far enough away. They're all muted effects because all the pluses don't mean anything.
Yeah, my +3 plate armor, no!
It's why is my +3 plate armor just +1 and it doesn't do anything?
So yes,
Good times.
fucking 30-something to persuade this lady.
Okay, and Jacqueline gave her. Oh yeah, that's right. She was a Legion Devil minion, but with human hit points for a knight. What stats does that give you, girl? Probably not huge ones.
Probably not enough to be a 35, really.
Good. I didn't think.
I know
that
you
I
didn't
would
think,
be.
but
I know, Savin's got the brain cell right now.
Nee, Kierwyn Schmorpdobbel. No, I didn't think I'd have to open this pack of the demon cards again after,
listen,
5 straight sessions of
You
using
can
them.
just say
I
35
rolled
is good
past
enough,
my
Scout.
will. I think we're good.
Yeah, you beat her well. I was just waiting to see if she was going to try and. She doesn't have any trained social skills, so she can't also try and impose anything on you guys in return. It's just it would be. She can't even make a Pyrrhic victory of it, Yep, alright.
You're
She
wonderful.
sighs and relents. All right, I will just take your word for it. You've clearly been through some serious things, and you're all adventurers, and I know that we've been making small trades of servicemen and workers here, but please let me know if there's anything weird going on.
I mean, did
Gesture
we
to the whole
mention the
town.
There's-
frost demon ghost thing? Because that's going on.
Yeah.
And there's a
Would
lot of
you
weird
like-
shit, but the dragon's
Just
fine.
Also,
Gesture
Yeah.
to the entire town.
we've disconnected the eldritch monster from the dragon, but we haven't quite killed it yet.
Yeah, we still need
Do
to
you
figure out
still-
some
we're
way to
still
get
on the way
to
under
do
the
that.
lake.
Yes, do you require a platoon of elite knights to come rolling in, is what I'm saying then.
I mean,
I
think
will
we've
they
got it in
demolish
hand.
the town and fuck up everything we've been building here and hurt our friends?
No, I would assume not.
If they have any way to breathe underwater, we could use potentially some help of that variety.
We can certainly have our alchemists put together potions of water breathing. Yes, it's not terribly complicated, and we've got a number of them.
Yeah, that
But
would be
no,
more
you
helpful
said
than
that
the
this
knives.
forest that you're, currently now just like walking up the boundary of, is infested with demons and ghosts and
Yes.
fae,
Well, one ghost
We are
demon.
working on that, yes.
and you have that under control.
I mean, as under control as it can really be, it's not spreading any, and the fae and the demons are mostly occupying each other.
In a manner of speaking, yes.
I mean, they're fighting tooth and nail in there, so yeah.
No, I meant in the manner of speaking, yes, we have it under control.
Oh, then yeah. I mean, you know. I mean, look, if you
very-
want to send a bunch of people to help out, I'm not going to say no. But
It's
like, it's not, like,
entirely
urgent.
possible, yes, we could get a number of questing knights to go hunting great evils in the midst of a fae-cursed forest. That is what we do.
As long as they can promise not to hurt the dragons or the people living there, because they are friendly.
Oh yeah, there is also a dragon in these woods who is friendly.
Don't worry about it. We have the force on the hand.
Listen,
We can deal with
like-
it. Stop saying more things here.
Look, she's a disabled
saying-
sculptor. She's
Yeah.
fine.
Stop saying more things
okay,
about the
look.
place.
Fine.
No, I must have my curiosity assuaged. A disabled sculptor dragon. Sorry?
Yes, it's a dragon,
What?
and she's blind, but she's a
She
sculptor.
works with clay.
She has a little
Okay.
workshop.
By this point, you're not quite sure she thinks you know what a dragon is.
Honestly, that's for the best right now.
Kira's just
Why
gonna
can't a
throw her
dragon be
hands
blind?
up, say, "Listen, I grew up with dragons. They're all over the place in the north. They're not as rare as you think, nor are they inherently evil. I know the Shivs had some sort of horrible trauma in the past, but most dragons are pretty reasonable, actually."
Okay, I'll take your word on it, and I suppose if we come across a dragon that doesn't attack us, we won't kill it.
Good. I don't know what transpired in the ancient past of this land, but at least in the north, all the dragons I've interacted with, including my sister, are all quite lovely people.
A
I
great
can-
wave of the old chromatics blot out the sun and laid waste to great numbers of villages attempting to feed themselves between each season. And if they didn't go after villagers, they would certainly eat their fields barren, and that would drove a whole bunch of refugees to the then bustling or burgeoning village, not yet a city, that would come to be known as Kingseat.
And now there's a dragon taking care of the sun.
Yes, we have heard that. I mean, it's also possible they did, but as far as all of the Nightholds know,
Yeah, no, the
Pro-
Nightholds didn't do nothing wrong, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, that whole
I-
thing did nothing wrong. I don't know why you're insisting that they did. Chromatics are just clearly evil.
Yeah, clearly all dragons. I mean, all dragons are evil, as we know, because in the past
Hey,
they ate out our villages.
Hey, don't put words in my mouth. I said all chromatics.
I mean, these people seem to think all dragons. Period.
Yeah, I mean, they
They're
have good
wary
reason
of all
to.
dragons because most don't know the
Yeah, I know.
distinction anyway, but it would have been an event they knew of as the Wave of Chromatics. So they are envisioning, red, green, etc.
But yeah, Kirill, let's give her a smile and say, "Well, when we get to the castle, assuming something horrible hasn't happened to her, you can meet Marina and see for yourself what a dragon is like when she's nice and friendly."
Very well. And
Yeah,
on the way down to the castle, you could stop by the Lucky Lady to eat and drink because, again, it's been 2 days.
we can unload like a bunch of the stuff we've gotten as well from like to the houses and whatever before we go down to the castle.
Yeah, Mayhew is glad to see you guys all come back and insists they'll whip up a big meal for you if you give him an hour.
Sure. Karen will scoop Mayhew up, give her a great big hug. And
She
well,
hugs
she-
back because, turns
Oh.
out she's stronger than you.
by a lot.
By a lot. I didn't realize just how much stronger than you she was. How much stronger she was than most of the entire party, this jacked 13-year-old.
Yeah.
Yeah, once again, this version of Kieran has milk pod. She's not very strong.
How you doing, Mayhew? It's been a long while. Felt like forever.
Are you? What happened to you?
Oh, bits and bobs.
You drink something you shouldn't have or something? You like
Yeah, probably, really.
She clearly had been kidding, and now she isn't. she goes from ha ha to wait. Face scrunches up. My God, you're like worse than a hunting hound that's just found something in the middle of a field, and then you tell them to let go, and they hold on to it with their teeth.
Look, little lady, I think you're the last person who should be talking about drinking something you don't know exactly what it is.
Listen,
I was told it was a cure, so I drank
yeah,
it,
we
and it was.
actually we knew what that was before we gave it to her.
You knew what it was.
Not true. What you're saying is then I shouldn't have trusted you or your friends. That's a terrible thing to say.
We
It's a
could
terrible
have.
thing to say. Clearly, you should trust us at all times.
We could have made more of that stuff, but you. Exacerbated moo noises.
I
We saw an
see. I
opportunity.
see.
But
It's
yes, Mayhew.
probably contain rare once in a lifetime stuff.
Yeah. But yes, Mayhew. I
Still,
probably did
shit,
drink something I
guys.
probably shouldn't have.
Sorry to hear it. Are you going to be okay? And do you eat people food or do you eat monster food now?
I'm fine. I believe I can still eat people food.
Okay.
We don't
yeah,
actually
called
know.
people.
Alright. Kiri, you take a quick trip up the hill and to be honest, besides Anger, who's going to collapse just in a chair, he's like, you know what, fuck this random castle. I'm going to go sleep under this bar's drip tray for their ale, and he's not coming out.
My man.
All right, fair enough.
But Queth, Thelonia, and Jacqueline, loyal barbarian knight and double cleric combo here, they would like to see the monastery and will join you.
Excellent. They can
Yes.
also see the best clerics in the world.
I'm just gonna make a quick
Woo.
stop up by Grumgar's and see how that goes. Probably be fine.
Sure. Alright, so while Direna's excitedly serving everyone delicious cuppies of tea and making sure everyone gets a hug and a head rub and gets a hairbrushy, and also she notices that Jacqueline, Thelonia, and Queth all have that very particular "I'm sorry, but my big sister's been fucking all night" smell to them. She will direct them to a bathroom with a large collection of soaps that they can use, some of which very much smell like home to you, Kiri.
Delightful.
At the same time, Sasha. You enter the Grumgar house. It's late. It smells like Smells like fresh baked goods, sugary baked goods, probably some kind of cake in here. There is the like soft sound of just voices in conversation with each other that stop when you clippy cloppy in. Gromgar will get to her feet and pauses, confused, and for a moment taken aback. Sasha, what happened to you? You look a bit different. Did you do something with your hair?
I did something with a bit of everything.
Yeah.
To cut a little bit of a long story short, I mean, it still will be a little bit long, but it'll be shorter than it would have been otherwise. We went into a succubus castle. There was a chalice. I drank from it. And now unfurls wings.
Ah, fuck. Okay. Well. Huh.
Upside, I have a new throne.
Well, Thorn is good at. Wait, you were pregnant, weren't you? What happened?
I still am.
She looks a little bit alarmed. They haven't lost their soul, have they? Nothing horrible like that? I don't know how demons work.
No, they've not lost their soul. And really, a demon is, as far as I know, and Tisrena has talked with me a little bit about it from her arcane knowledge, this is all soul. I'm not explaining it very well, am I?
Krumkar was pretty smart. She was a trained enough sorceress. Uh,
Basically, you don't lose your soul as a demon, you become, like, only soul as it.
yeah, she seems to understand the general gist of it. Obviously, explaining it in character takes more than a couple of minutes, but Gromkar does pick up what you're putting down. She looks concerned. Everything I've always known about transformations when you're pregnant is that if they don't work, they definitely should have happened. So definitely shouldn't have happened. So I'm a little bit worried, but we'll have to keep a close eye on you.
Yeah, definitely. And she'll rest a hand on her stomach. I'm fairly certain everything's fine in there.
I'll have to wait and see. Maybe we'll have the cleric fox take a look at you.
I'd hope everything's fine. I'd hate to have lost a child in there. Be the first one I've had in a very long time. Pretty much ever.
She grimaces. I'm sure it's fine. It's just, I would rather be careful. I happen to give quite a lot of a shit about my offspring.
And for that, I'm thankful for.
Yep, so's everyone. And she'll, like, cup two wives' asses with her hands as she does so. Welcome back and congratulations on not being dead. Now, off to bed with you. And see what else you've picked up in this transformation.
Alright. You'll get to see the throne tomorrow as well. And she'll clop away, using the tail to smack between her legs.
Wonderful. And yeah, she'll follow and attempt to destroy. They call her Demon Slayer.
Good
Hey,
luck.
look at you go. Alright, Krumka, let's pull out your sheet and take a quick goosey gander again.
Alright, Gromgar, I need you to outfuck a succubus.
She's come close before. I need to find my Grumgar sheet though, because it's been a hot goddamn minute. Oh god, as I was going through my list of character sheets, I just saw the guy who uses the haboob.
The haboob.
The haboob.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Fucking glorious. Did I archive them?
might
That's
have.
where I lost.
Probably have.
Yes, indeed. It's under Gobbo Village cards, which I put away. All right. Evenly matched this time.
It's pretty fucking impressive.
Yeah, not bad.
Considering last time it was like a 40 crit.
She
I'm
does have
really-
a plus like 21 to it.
Yup.
She was a beast.
A
This
professional
time you guys are
poonsmith.
evenly matched.
Absolutely. All right, and yeah, you guys can have a fucking glorious time. At the same time, Jacqueline gets some. I know she just doesn't have any healing surges, so she's
none of us do.
still walking around at 8 health. Yeah, Tis, you have a whole bunch of information to use for this thing. Would you like to give me an Arcana test?
Most certainly. Okay. Oh,
Oh no!
just
Oh,
so
no.
exhausted.
Too fucking tired. In
Should have
fact,
got
you
a
kind
night of sleep.
yeah, you in
before-
fact
yeah.
with a crit fail, that is a bit of a fumble and it puts you back a step.
Did I do a me? I'm gonna
Oh no! Tisrena fell asleep in the.
Yeah. Yeah. You like opened it up to work on it and fell asleep and you just ruined like a whole day's work by drooling.
Oh.
Aw, poor Tisrena.
Moo.
I like to think that she just snores and it's the moo 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 moo.
For sure. For sure. You know, like your usual in real life snoring.
Look, no one's heard it. Leave me alone.
I'm sure Balak has, they'll tell all.
Shut up. Nerds.
Okay. And yeah, sure, Carrie, while you are quote unquote out earshot. Ah! Messages to the king.
Oh.
Hmm.
The king settles back and he's gonna steeple fingers. Why would I abandon my dear lady wife? That would be a terrible shame and an ungentlemanly and unkingly thing to do. You don't just leave a queen pregnant at the altar. Well, hang around till you're good and done with me, and you know I've been ground to dust.
I don't think there'll ever be a time when I'm done with you, my man.
Well, there we have it.
Plant smooches on brow.
No. And you guys can go be incredibly lewd together and hold hands.
Down on Twitch.
Yeah, hold on. I have to send my daughter out of the room before I hold hands with my husband here.
Theron sees the little smooch and she's just like, "Oh, that's so precious. And I'm glad you're not leaving." Yeah, I couldn't leave. That would be very uncast of me.
Well, perhaps we can get them to show you how to perform the ritual yourself, so when we're all good and done here, we can go and visit your family back there together.
Heck, sure. And I can take you to some of my old favorite restaurants. And a spa.
Indeed, you have barely told us anything about this Alicia place.
It's kind of because I'm not supposed to.
Ah,
Especially me, because I really, really, really take advantage of traveling between planes, which I'm not supposed to do. That's why I'm a pirate and not, a merchant. What I do is super not legal. But there are laws in place that are more than just some guy's spoken word for it or something written down on paper. And I don't want to push it, I can tell you that it is the land of elves and magic. There isn't really divinity there, just lots and lots of archmagi and bards and spellblades and rogues. That's basically it. Like a couple of rangers here and there.
now,
It's
what do you mean
the
by?
gayest dimension.
I mean, it's where you come from. I'd be shocked if that's always the gayest dimension.
He quirk a brow and then, as though to make a point, will, instead of holding hands with you, holds feet with you. Really, really fuck you up.
Oh no, little toesies.
Them toes.
Little toesies with toes, like they do a little crossover.
The brain
Oh.
melts.
Ooh.
Kiri's tail starts swishing this way and that. She will say, "So, what do you mean, no divinity?"
Okay, so when a god goes to Elysia, which happens sometime, or used to happen a lot, their divinity becomes magic instead. Like you go from being a cleric to being a wizard. But when a god does that, and all of that divine juice that makes up everything they are becomes magic, it becomes the world itself. It makes the whole world bigger. It makes the storms huger, the waters deeper, the islands larger. It makes everyone a tiny bit more almost unnoticeably powerful, just because there are a bunch of us these days. But it used to be significant. And the more gods that come on over, the thinner the walls get too, which is sort of why we aren't supposed to chop and talk and blab about it, because if
Oh.
gods from this side, for instance, start coming over, Elysia opens up, and that would be bad. Probably, I think it would be bad at least. I don't know. That's a big theory in like a document that's just generally part of the rules of the planes. Don't break these, please. For the love of everything that exists, don't break these rules.
Wait, that doesn't make any sense. If a god goes there and they bleed out their power, why would any god want to go there?
I mean, it's not like they become powerless. A lot of their power just becomes arcane magic. It literally, it's just the tier up version of cleric becomes wizard, except there's half-life to it. Like if you make a sugar treat and set it on fire, it burns really hot and hard because it's called energy.
Yeah, but
A terrible
then
waste
what
of a
happens to
sugary
the
treat,
sugar
too.
treat when the fire's finished with it?
Then you get something like rock hard and dense and powerful. Like a god
Yeah,
still whatever's left. I mean, okay, so maybe the saying fire isn't the right thing, but like a lot of that energy goes away, but it still leaves behind the whole of them.
okay.
I don't know
So,
how best to put it. Like, I wasn't a cleric ever, and I was born on Elysia of Elysian parents, so like there's no divine left over to me.
alright, I guess what I'm saying is, because I'm full of divine stuff. Like, if I went there, I'd be safe, right? I wouldn't just, like, combust.
You'd be fine, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think you're gonna like start getting like flamethrower tits.
I mean,
Metal, yes. No, not of fear. I'm pretty sure that's because that's a magical effect or ability you have.
right.
You don't. It's not like you have an actual god hiding in your boobs. I mean, in figuratively speaking, yes, you do. But literally,
Literally,
it's just
no,
divine
pretty sure.
magic. Yeah.
Yeah. I guess, I don't know, I'm mildly concerning, but If something goes wrong, we can just come back, right?
Yeah.
Here you
No,
can't make
he was
that joke.
saying she has the heart of a god.
Definitely.
There's a god in her chest, and her name is Kierwyn. Yeah. Sorry, it's not my speciality. I just know that those are the reasons why those rules all exist. Probably why Salonia isn't going to tell you anything about it. If anything, because she's from the side that's super duper closed off. But I don't know why. It just is. Actually, tell a lie. I do kind of know why, but I can't say.
The guessing games again. All right, fine. Keep your secrets.
Thank you. You regret. The brittle leg. Yeah, that would be pretty.
Yeah, imagine if like Kirian, Theren, and Cass go there, and suddenly like Theren's legs both just break all of a sudden, just
Oh no.
falls over. Oh no.
That would be pretty terrifying, but no, she should be fine. Theoretically, the effects that are on your tits and Theren's legs, and also her tits, I suppose, are just racial buffs. Neither
That's
of you have a divine subclass.
I mean, we are in
Subrace,
fact both
even.
divine classes.
Sorry, yes, divine classes. Yes, you are. Sorry, I meant to say subrace. You are. You're just Hagen's special little foxwolves. And technically,
Oh.
what you were was a magical mistake. Even you just call it divine.
Yeah, we're not even technically Hagans either. We're technically
No,
Asmans.
you're not. You're Asmon's Magitek girls.
You know, I just realized fucking trans goat accidentally made all of Kiri's and Caradwin's sons be born girls too. Just put estrogen in the boob milk.
Oh yeah. Fuck right.
Yeah, you can't
Oh, well.
have sons.
Oh well.
So oh well.
To be honest, probably for the best. Can't have them interbreeding. That's how you get the end of the world.
Can you produce dick girls still though?
Yes. Half of
Yeah.
Kiri's kids are dick girls.
Yeah, they are.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah, the only reason they're all girls is just because they all have holy milk boobs. But I mean, like they could be male presenting. They just have to surgically deboob themselves. Otherwise, it's all melee bits. Oh, a trans man foxwolf.
E.
Yeah,
Had to play
makes sense.
something male because it's fucking estrogen.
Well, yeah. Otherwise, it would have been the estrogen brigade. I like what eventually came of all of that.
Yes, me too.
Actually, since Norcas is so cute.
He
I
is the
love
most
him.
precious.
It's like what immediately became one of my top favorite cast designs. Just absolutely.
I think that just became my favorite character design of mine. Other than maybe Kierwyn herself, because, like, the bitch is pretty fucking hot.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true. Tiss did hear Holy Milky's mentioned, because also Cass is exhausted, just sort of blabbermouthed it, and no one noticed. Like, literally no one in the entire group, himself or Kiri included, even noticed that he said it. It was like, wouldn't that be cool? Like, yeah! And then the conversation ended and it flooded out of everyone's brains. Like, just a wisp in the wind.
She's been after that fucking secret for you.
I know, and everyone just forgot immediately after saying it out loud.
I mean, it doesn't surprise me at this point, really.
Well, no, that's the most typical thing that could have happened.
Me about the
We just
other
forgot
party
something was a
members
secret. Yeah,
anymore.
alright, fair enough.
Yeah.
It just seems like I mean she's glowing now. She's whatever number of other things.
She's thriving. She's in her lane. She's moisturized.
Yeah. Little holy milk doesn't even phase us.
Yeah. Yeah.
It
Eventually,
just
about an
seems
hour
to
or so.
belong.
Yeah. Eventually, about an hour or so will pass. Queth, Stelonia, and Jacqueline will all have managed to get cleaned up. There isn't much in the way of spare clothing. Indeed, they didn't have clothing. All they had was just armor that you guys looted off of various demons.
Yeah.
Oh god. Kiri would probably have gone down and grabbed some clothes from town for them.
Honestly, Thyran's probably just given them all spare, adorable sweaters and skirts.
Yeah,
So
alright,
all
that
of them walk
works.
down wearing Thyran sweaters. They're really pretty. Jacqueline's though looks a little bit short on the chest. She huff. Thyran will giggle and insist that they all look great, and all three of them will admit that it's maybe the comfiest clothing ever because it is just a gigantic, soft, knitted wool sweater. Thyran will announce that, of course, because of course she does, she knits them all herself. How could she not just have all of those good bean skills?
My girl
And
is
you
so
can.
talented.
She's so talented. She gets ear ups from everyone. And then you can go around and collect all your friends from housing again so that you can get dinner at the Lucky Lady.
Yeah.
Poor Tess is woken up by knocking on her door, fuck. Just to put her magical works away when she finds out she's just been drooling into it.
Slight bit of radiation glowing.
Yeah, you got one glowing cheek. Darn it.
Yeah, what?
Test dinner
Lunchtime.
time.
Okay, I'm nude. I'll be right there.
Fair. Sasha, you are sort of wobbling out jelly leg around the time there's some knocking on the door.
I've just barely got
Grumgar is
everything on, yeah.
grinning. Yeah, you just about redressed yourself when there's some knocking. One of the wives will. They've probably developed the good habit of looking over their shoulder before they open the door just to make sure no one's strutting around nude.
Probably
then
still
opens the
leaking
door.
a little bit as well, really.
Yeah. Wait, no, of course you want. You've got all the toys you need.
I was
Oh,
gonna say,
you're right.
that's what the plugs are for.
You can't just take all of those incredibly useful toys and not use them for their intended
You're
use.
right, you're right,
Just
yeah, yeah.
wallowing in it.
You're right, they're in there then.
Like a monster.
Yeah, they're in there then.
Excellent. Hey. Oh yes,
Probably
actually,
walks a
you
bit
were with the
funny
crew
as
as well.
she goes out to it.
Clearly, just getting used to them hoofies.
Yeah, clearly.
Yeah. You can regather the full crew in their glory and make way to the Lucky Lady. Please. Back up here, just so I don't lose them on the
Yeah.
selection of other worldlings.
Is Thyrene along with the group as well?
Yeah, Thyrion came along.
Cool.
Partially because she looks just a bit worried that your companions are all going to collapse any minute.
Yeah. Thyrene, I'll have a favor to ask of you at a later point, but it's not necessary for now.
Oh yeah. Oh, look at you. You've changed quite a whole bit.
Just a bit, yes.
What is it you want to know? And she's doing that the arm swingies with Kiri as she walks.
Well, she'll lay a hand onto her stomach. Grumgar and I are just a little bit worried about well, conception. We had I had conceived prior to all this, but never hurts to check up on it afterward.
Oh, okay. We can check right now. That's fine. She'll give Kiri's hand a squeeze and then let go. Let's take a looky later. She'll cast a ritual. High level cleric.
Woo.
And she shall do a little feel around. You can feel this divine glow wash over you. If anything, it's a little bit uncomfortable. Like there's a prickling sensation, not unfamiliar to poison ivy. It just doesn't leave like the terrifying after itch that makes you worry. It's just
Yeah,
just that initial prickle.
Yeah, she'll just tense up a little bit at it.
Huh? Oh, I guess that might feel like a sharp scratch. This would be Grumgar's kid, right?
Yeah.
I don't feel any orc. I think you're a tiefling. Well, the Bab's a tiefling now.
I mean, it's fine if they're not. Oh, they're still there. That's the important
Yes.
bit.
Healthy. I can feel a heart beating. They're not quite far enough along for sex.
That's
Hey,
fine.
there's definitely a thing, and it is alive, and it is abyssal,
Hmm.
but not super abyssal like you are.
No, that's understandable. A thought just occurred to me that I'll have to expand upon at a later point, try and figure out how I might bear actual orclings for her.
I
There's
don't.
I was going to say, there's complicated alchemy for stuff like that, but here's the thing about being a demon. There's always a tell. Technically, being mama tieflings, well, tiefling fox, like, we can't hide that either.
I mean, it's fine that it's not a idol, just that they resemble more orc than tiefling.
Shakes her head with a frown. Sorry, I don't know why that's one of the immutable laws of the everything, but kids with like demonic blood, abyssal bloodlines do tend to still always exhibit tiefling features. You can get tiefling eat orcs, and Sasha, you've seen tiefling orc. One of the wives, Serris too, is
Yes,
this
that's
lady here.
yeah, that's more what I meant. That they'll be like that rather than.
That's probably going to be what you're expecting.
Oh, then that's fine then.
Hmm.
Works out quite well. Well, that alleviates a lot of worries. I'll just have to tell Grimgar about that later.
She will smile and nod. Verb.
Since I foresee that I'll probably have many of her brood in the future.
Definitely seems the type. You're gonna grow up like a real northern-sized family.
I mean, the
God,
family is already
one
quite
second.
large. She's got.
I'm
I'm
not
not
gonna
considered.
double check because I
Am I
know the
considered a
answer
wife
to
yet?
that.
I don't know if I am considered a wife yet.
I believe she claimed you, so yeah. As
I
far as an
mean,
orcish wedding is concerned, yes.
wait. Claimed how? Just said you're the wife, or like claimed as in claimed one of your holes?
It's something to ask her. I'm going to ask her next time.
She doesn't know what he just were claimed a while ago, and you're like, I don't know the distinction of that now that I think about it.
Are you
Could,
gonna have the so what are we talk?
yeah,
I think I'm going to have that. Yes.
could you ask her if me and Cass are orc married to her now too?
Wait, haven't we? Actually, technically, aren't we all married to her?
You
That's
know,
what we're
I
trying to
mean,
determine.
you're all just dick siblings with each other. It's different.
I don't know. I think it might have something to do with the bearing the child as well. I don't know actually. Now that I think about it.
Oh, here's who Kaede ended up with. It was one of the Sauron family.
Ah, yes, that's right.
Bungham and VCT, so you can see.
Things to ask. But yes, if I am considered among them, then she has 6 wives currently. And also children from those wives. It's a big family.
Yep. And the Sauron family is the one who, in the first box, you did the life-saving surgery on the niece of.
Yeah.
And yes, exactly. And Carrie promised
yes.
her a wife. It turns out that when Saren's daughter is the one who Kaede, your seneschal, did her seneschal work with,
It all works out.
Yep. There was a list of potential people that Kaede could have ended up with. And it was Serris in the end. Sorry, just a total random aside. But I knew I had it written down. Because, you have to keep a real careful eye on the spider web that is the relations of blood in the north.
Yup.
Just so that we don't
Yeah.
accidentally Borks 3, incest everyone. Oops.
Oops. So yeah, dinner had the
Oopsie.
lucky lady.
Oh, goodness. Yeah. Of course, we have the glorious lucky lady map. Although it might be in the state it was in when you used it for fighting. Oh no.
That's an
Yeah,
old
look at
token.
that. There's old Tahru.
Holy crap. Oh god, I've got old Cass and old Guinevere here as well. I'm just gonna take you all off just so that I could grab you all fresh again.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's probably the best idea.
Yeah.
Also got monsters hiding in the GM layer that make it really hard for me to read.
Hmm.
There we go. Alright, and copy.
Yeah, half of us have changed our avatars. Yeah, we changed our tokens.
Yep. Paste. And more copying. Savin. Come here, Mary and Gwen. Eh. Do. And anger is under the kegs.
Cluck, cluck, cluck.
There you. Crew's all hanging around. All in various states of completely exhausted. But hey,
Ugh.
a big meal is waiting for you on your arrivals.
Now it's time to find out if I can still
Yum.
get nutrition from regular people food.
Indeed. And when you eat, you have a stomach and it gets full. It definitely does not sate you.
Hmm.
Luckily, you're still sated with what just went down for an hour previous.
Well,
And
At least it's
Gromgar's probably
still-
a little bit tired.
at least it still tastes good to me.
Yeah. You just have a small portion for taste. Kiri, as you say, I was like, when's a good time? That was a good time. As you say, enormous leaky milky. In she walks as though summoned.
Hooray.
Uh-huh.
You rang. I'm gonna hide their nameplates, otherwise fucking impossible to read.
Well, hello there. Their descriptions did not do justice.
They rarely do. There's some grimacing from Jacqueline, and she's just gonna bury her face in her food and stop looking at the group.
It
Doggo's
is
just gonna
a
lie down at a fireplace.
it is a pleasure to meet you.
Hey, why would you do that? Yeah. Stay away from the fireplace. She's ice doggo. Doesn't want to sit in front of that thing. Look at it. It's full of fire. Fire's hot.
But so is everyone she hangs out with.
Woohoo.
Ooh.
Hello there. Yes, I had someone talking about my tits, and I couldn't just let the matter go unattended. Yeah, she
Nod
said
sagely.
more than enough seconds to be at the full 545 hit points.
Quite sorry about actually having to blow up your castle. I do apologize for that.
Oh, well, you're in luck. I've been promised another castle here on this plane. It'll be so much easier to spread joy wherever I go. Not having to jump through a portal every time.
Nod. I was planning my own castle. Yes.
Are you going to make it of solid ice? In which case I could be persuaded.
I wasn't entirely sure of the solid ice bit. I was more thinking flying stone. Ice doesn't exactly work well with me currently.
She tuts.
I'm sure it could be remedied in time, though.
Well, Ice Mummy and Vampire Mummy to fight out. Vampire Mummy wins that fight really hard.
Yeah.
She has twice that demon's hit points, nearly.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Sorry, 930. It's not quite twice. It's a considerable amount more, though.
Well, good to know we don't have really anything to worry about from the demon lady.
Yeah, no, Guinevere beats her in a fight. The Duchess is not as strong either as Saoirse.
Yes. Where are my manners? I haven't introduced myself, have I?
No, you haven't, but you certainly look like one of mine. I must have misplaced you.
No, I was not one of yours.
You're
I
about to be.
recently became like this. I'm Sasha.
Of course. You may call me Mistress.
Only after you make me.
Look at that, I've been threatened with a good time. At which point Guinevere will stand up. Not in the bar. This is the only horny free place in this entire building, and I am supposed to be the only posh chick here.
Yes, there's a child right there.
I mean, I wasn't planning.
That too.
I'm sure we weren't planning on just trying to bend each other over the bar.
Duchess will pout. Well, I was, but fine.
I mean, the idea did cross my mind, but it'd be rather rude to my friend there.
Mayhew will pout. Yep, no horny. I'm gonna have to get one of those signboards and tap it with a cane every time. Or like a swear jar, but for horny.
Kiri will just reach over and just like hold Cass's hand menacingly at her.
Like, yes!
How dare! Flaunting the bars rules like that.
But yes,
That could cost a girl seconds of this big stew that's been made.
Ooh, stew.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I think you and the Duchess should go and get a room or an abandoned house, something like that.
The Duchess will smirk.
I'm certainly amenable to that. We can begin the castle discussions.
Of course. That said, I've learned that your little ice castle, it's what I was looking into, and she will pout, is rather well protected, and I certainly did not bring back enough soldiers. Fortunately, you killed most of them, so, that's hardly a surprise, but Well, she shrugs.
Yes, we've been working to get to that castle. And, well, the lord of it is a rather powerful fae.
Ah, yes. I've never met this Serun person before either, but she is a colossal bitch. Well, I thought she was about to snip my wings.
Oh, really?
Mm.
Yes, I mean, I, of course, walked around like I owned the place, because why wouldn't I? And then I was informed very politely by a much stronger demon that that just simply wouldn't fly. And, well, hierarchy does exist for a reason. It's just a surprise that I never knew her before.
Well, she does appear to have been a ghost for a while. Maybe she's just before your time.
It's hard to imagine before my time. I would say she isn't a native.
Hmm.
Certainly
Wait,
could
you're
be.
not a native either.
Well, I'm not a native in the same sense. I'm sorry, it gets a little bit confusing. She's not from my abyss.
But she's from a abyss.
Presumably, yes. Unless just all-powerful succubi pop out of the ground like sexy little potatoes.
No, they disprove that theory, actually.
Neither am I. There's
Why was that a
multiple
theory?
abysses? I thought there was only one abyss.
I mean, there's only one abyss here. But there's presumably an abyss somewhere else, and she comes from that one. Otherwise, I'd presumably know about her because she's quite powerful.
Hold on, can we back up a second? I thought the abyss was like a plane.
Yes. Well, sort of. A little. It's not a nice place. And calling it a place doesn't really do it justice.
It's more like the space in between.
Yes, but it's different from the other space in between where monsters keep creeping out. Really, it's very confusing. You know there are two spaces in between? And the
So,
elves made one of them.
we did?
Casa will cough into it
Oh, and
into his
yeah, I guess.
drink.
All the knights turn towards Casa and Sasha.
The space in between, are they separated by, only a couple of inches?
Well, you could do quite a lot with a couple of inches. For instance, keep extraterrestrial terrors out of a place.
Hmm. Hmm.
Nah, well, that's not my speciality. My speciality is fucking and murder fucking.
So, question for you, Duchess. How did your residence end up in interdimensional fun time travel way?
That just happened.
Just happened.
Such things happen, you know.
Yeah. So, I mean, sometimes you're just a demon and shit happens.
Biggie squint.
She's making this statement in, like, the world's grandest summary, but that is not a lie. It is an excellent squint. In fact, you know what? Since it's such a good insight, you insight the table. Deus Ex Machina. The event occurred because it just needed to occur at some point for some reason or another.
So fate itself was guiding something.
No, that's putting too much thought into it. It just happened because it had to happen. There's no fate about it. It's like some just underpinning way that the universe functions sometimes, and it just
Yeah,
so
it's
happened to happen to her.
It's like when you drop an apple, it falls. Well, why does it fall? It just falls. I mean, we know it's because of like gravity and shit like that, but just it happens.
Yep.
This seems incredibly infuriating to Tisrena, and she's like, "That's not
Yeah,
how."
she doesn't have a good answer for you, and with your insight, you get the sense that she's summarizing a lot, but the summary still boils down to just cuz. Fucking, it's not even a wizard did it. It's just cuz.
Yeah. Things just pop out.
Eh? I
Nope.
don't know what to tell you.
Mm. Oh, okay. Grumbly mooing into a meal.
Taji would be having a fucking field day. She just knows it's because I, the creator, right here, decided that there needed to be that place.
Yep. Taji gets to be so smug in
Yep.
their game.
I just love that that is a piece of knowledge that Taji has that only works for you and your character. It would be game ending for anyone else's character. They would hang up their character sheet almost immediately.
Acquire terminal nihilism.
Yeah, like imagine if Tristan just knew that you, Savin, made Tristan, and that's why he's a grumpy bastard. That would you just that's your character gone now. But the reason Taji knows that she exists is because she knows she exists and Pet's made her. And she's for some
Taji
reason
gets to know
completely
she's
okay with this. Yes, exactly, it's true. She knows that there's a lot of sexy fan art of her, and she's like, this is cool. She knows that she is enjoyed.
She didn't feel as loved before as after she.
Yep. How I learned to love the fourth wall. Yeah, exactly. Trish just he's like, what? I could have been a happy bimbo. I could have been all smooth. No wrinkles. This is bullshit.
What a merciless god.
The cruelest fate. He can't. He's not allowed to learn that fact.
Yeah, Taji's not exactly smooth either, but
Yeah, that would just destroy trust. It's true.
As I said, when I learned it, I was like, Taji also knows this fact that it would be a game-ending feature, and everyone would lose their character sheets if she told. If they believed her in the first place. Oh, goodness. That aside, is there anything else that you try to ask the Duchess? She doesn't appear to have a great quantity of answers for you, but it looks like she used the past however long it took you to gather stuff from her fortress, and then the hour you were out here, to go do a little bit of forest recon. Just to figure out her place in the world. And she has found she is in an uncomfortably not powerful position in this world.
It's not used to being on top. Or not on top, rather.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, that's understandable.
there is a Winter Fae Queen that is stronger than her. Serris is stronger than her, and even back in this town, some fucking vampire is way stronger than her. No, this is horseshit.
I did have one more question, Duchess, for you. Very minor thing. Is there I'm relevant in demonic summoning and summoning beyond the veil. Is there potentially some way I could summon yourself or some messenger so we can remain in contact? You know, purely for Sasha's benefit, of course.
Give me a diplomacy.
Okay.
I'll assist with that.
Sounds good.
Yeah, well, I'm leading it. It's not going to go well, but
It's worth a go.
Just crit 5 head.
Hey, you have 22.
22.
yeah, not bad.
It doesn't beat her will. Her will is, I believe, 29. Yes, of course it is, because all of her defenses were 28, except her 29 will. Remember, like, fucking Cass has just got to stop attacking reflex. It's just too high. I'm like, it's not going to change anything, buddy.
Yeah.
And it was less like a forceful thing. It was more of a suggestion than anything.
Yeah. You've already got an agreement with a succubus.
I wasn't actually for combat purposes? Question mark.
Oh, you just,
More
I don't know, learn the sending spell.
sending.
that not exist in Torchlight? She pauses.
Nothing exists
though.
in 4E.
Yeah, no.
No,
I was
that's
gonna
what
say,
I
like,
There's
said.
is there
definitely
no
some kind
sending
of
of
messaging spell.
4E?
I don't fucking remember what it's called. I don't think it's called sending, but
We've got Animal Messenger, and like I don't know if we've got like an actual like proper sending spell.
Oh my god, it is called sending, and it is a 6th level ritual.
Okay, fuck and all that.
It's only a 6th level ritual. That's fine.
yeah. Should just learn that.
Yep. There you
Uh,
go. Yeah, you just use the sending spell.
Is she trying to teach me this, or was she just saying?
No, just use it.
No. Okay.
If you look for the Duchess, you'll find the Duchess.
I'll certainly
Do you
look
have
for
a
them.
given name? Because I'm pretty sure there are other Dutch Eye around the kingdom.
I can give you one, I suppose.
Just make one
Uh,
up if you're uncomfortable.
It's not a matter of comfort, it's a matter of power.
Yeah, that's what I said.
I probably
You're
shouldn't have given out my
uncomfortable
name like that then.
dissembling power. I understand.
Right. Uh, you may call me Iris.
Very well, Iris.
Pretty.
Well, I mean, the reason I chose Iris is because the name Sclera doesn't really roll off the tongue.
No. Iris is much prettier.
Here we go. Anyway, I suppose, if you would like, I can see about breaking you in.
Let's see you try.
I'm sure
Sasha, I don't think you know what you're getting into, but good luck.
I don't know what I'm getting into for a lot of things, but it doesn't stop me.
Anyway, just make sure Grumgar's okay with sharing. Goodbye.
It's a Grumgar, and who cares about sharing?
She's an orc as in the mother of my current child.
Ugh, that
A
sounds
father of it.
complicated and mortal.
I'm no longer mortal.
No. No weird attachment you have. And
No.
yeah, let's give her a fucking tumble in the succubus button.
Just
Who
backflip into
knows?
bed.
Yeah, being good to my house, it's got many things.
Mini swings.
Girl, where's your debt? I have lost completely. There you
I'd be surprised if she has if she doesn't have like higher than a plus like 20 for this.
go.
I would be too.
It is just a plus 20.
Really?
Yep, technically Grumgar is better at fucking than her.
Huh.
By a whole 1 point.
I would have thought she had like a bonus for being a succubus.
She's an enemy, so a lot of her stats are pretty spread out and being really good at killing everyone too. 28, she doesn't exactly break you.
I mean, clearly since they're succubi, they should both just have advantage on sex.
Yeah, it cancels them out.
I could just have advantages roll again.
And sure, if you're interested in a more coherent ending.
Yeah, sure.
33.
19.
There we go. There's the break.
Alright. And yeah, she will show you the ropes and
Literally
probably
and
leave you
figuratively.
dangling from a roof by a bunch of suspension leads. Covered in handprints, lipstick, and dripping everywhere. And there's a whole lot of demon milkies.
We'll have to do it again some time.
Sure, best of 3, Pet.
Haven't collared me yet.
Well, no, you've got one of those attachment things that's terrifically annoying. I hate to share. I like to claim all to myself.
Think you'll have to wait a bit on that then. Doors is always open though if you want to come around. And come again. And again.
Will do.
And she will quietly mumble a mistress as she walks away.
Fuck yes, she does. May's just wandering by with more stew, and now she's also got pumpkin pie with cream.
Pumpkin pie.
Pumpkin pie. Probably quite heavily spiced. I've never been fond of pumpkin pie myself. I love the smell of it. You guys can say out loud.
No.
Oh, sorry, I didn't want to.
So are we going? I'll make my way back here. Hopefully everybody's still around.
I'm not sure
Shaky
you
leg.
will make your way back here. You're tied up.
You are
you're right, I am
literally
tied up.
dangling from a roof. Give me a test to wriggle free.
Okay, acrobatics or
Yeah.
On that one.
Okay, no, that's a really good check. Okay, you can in fact. You know all of your bondage safety. There is in fact a knot up there somewhere you can tug that will free you.
It's a shame I didn't get her location so I could go visit her sometime. I don't have a permanent location currently anyway.
No, she does not. She's going to be transient and weird and keep turning up in people's windowsills. You've definitely created a menace who's just going to become an urban legend.
That is fine. I'm sure then either like we conquer that castle or make a castle, she'll turn up again.
Oh, for sure. She was promised an ice castle. She just didn't realize quite how occupied it was when you said it.
We've created a future menace for Shivs too.
Basically, yeah.
The ice demon sex castle and her pet elf.
Demon elf.
Pet Delph.
Pet
I mean,
elf.
it'll probably happen eventually. Like a unfortunate reality is Grumgar's an orc, and orcs don't exactly have the longest lifespans.
Yeah.
And I'm now mortal, and I'm now like non-mortal.
Hey, good news though, immortal baby.
Yeah, no.
Right? Oh, I just had a really nice click in my neck.
Nice.
Really? Ah, that's nice. Yeah. As your milk conversation goes on, eventually Felonia, Querthin, Jacqueline will make noises. You realize they don't want to quite interrupt your strange conversation, but they're exhausted and would like to find some beds to go become unconscious in.
Ah, yes. Well, it's a bit late to go up to the castle now. I guess you can all just crash at my place.
Maybe you'll just pack up. I have rooms. This is a tavern. But there's
Oh,
rooms upstairs. Yeah. Not many, but like a few.
well, we only need 3.
Yeah, we got 3. Sure.
Excellent.
Yeah. Small
That is,
child.
unless any of you want to come over to cast in my place. Eyebrows at Thlonia.
Colonial will smack. I don't think I need to remind you that I've been pretty much sexed out.
Well,
Very
sure, but
charming of you.
cuddles?
Diplomacy?
Of course, the inestimable King Castle will assist.
Of course.
38.
Okay. Alright, don't expect me to do anything but sleep on one of you or both of you.
That's what we're here for.
She will sleepily stand up and flap sweat her arms. Jacqueline and Queth will head upstairs, escorted by Mayhew. At some point, one of them's like, "You are very late, and you're very jacked for a small child." Like, yes, a wizard did it. It's fine.
She's so huge. Let her suplex you when you're recovered.
Jack, look, I'll die.
Right. Before we go, though, sorry about the other day. We kind of got sucked into hell.
Yes. I left you to take my pet for a walk, and
She didn't want to come with us.
well, no, I suspect disappearing for days into a portal is probably a little bit anxiety-inducing for her.
Yeah, I mean, I don't blame her, but still. It's an unfortunate series of coincidences. You have my sincere apologies. Is she okay?
Yes, she's fine and returned with some new curiosity. I don't think she's laid claim to her yet, but they've
Ooh,
been entertaining each other, I'm sure.
yes, the pretty redhead wolf.
Yes, that one. Fey blood always gives me a funny turn, otherwise I'd have gone for a bite.
Hmm. Would normally offer to sate your needs myself, but I am not doing much better than Lady Knight there.
No, it looks like it would kill you.
Yeah, we barely made it out of there.
It's quite the shocker. You were gone for days.
Yeah, well, you had to clear out an entire castle in the abyss full of ice demons. It
No,
was not easy, especially when we weren't expecting anything of the sort. No time to prepare.
suppose not. Well, congratulations on not being dead.
Yes, well, thank you.
She will give you an head pat for returning to let's see. She is like nibbling the heel of a loaf of bread. Just chewing on some crust. Yum, yum, yum. Probably
Curious.
isn't gonna swallow it, which is why she went for a heel. It's just for flavor and chewing texture.
All right. Well, we'll see you tomorrow then. Um,
Yes, of course.
you too, sweetie. See you later.
Mwah, 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 mwah. Gives you big ol' heckin' smoochels.
Yeah. Give her a little pick-up squidge hug.
Meep.
Yeah. I'm gonna go the fuck to sleep.
Hell yeah. I need to get that book.
Mm.
Read everyone a delicious passage as a send-off for a night. It's got some just great ones. The tiger reclines in the simmering jungle. The sparrow has silenced her cheek. Fuck your stuffed bear. I'm not getting you shit. Close your eyes, cut the crap, sleep.
So yeah. Are we gonna go to the mines in the morning?
Indeed. Should you so wish it. Uh, please do fill your totally ravaged resources.
What are you talking about? I still
I-
had like 8 surges left.
Okay, everyone but the person who was busy on carny duty, restore your ravaged resources.
Alright.
Yeah, I did.
Did you? Sure doesn't look like it on the main screen, unless it's not tied to your health for whatever reason.
I'm just no. I had 45. I have 45 hit points because that's all the healing surges I had left.
Oh yeah, no, you can like heal in full overnight.
Uh,
And spend some of tomorrow's healing surges I've had.
yeah, I know it's gonna have to be.
Yep. Jacqueline, Querthan, Thoronia, none of them wake up with healing surges still, but they're now actually on the mend, which is good.
That's good for them.
Excellent. Oh. If they are not too exhausted to walk, then yeah, I will lead them up and leave them in the care of a nice dragon to take care of them.
Oh, well, yeah. Marina will introduce herself to everyone. Jacqueline looks a little bit unsettled, but she needs to hang in there for another day before she can catch a ride back.
Yeah. See?
And you
Dragons are
guys,
great.
I won't say great, but they are polite. Actually, honestly, she looks a bit stoned.
Well, yeah, I mean, why not?
She shrugs. Thornia will introduce herself. Say it's very nice to meet a dragon who is alive. Marina will ask what on earth she means by that. She's like, oh, dragons are mostly extinct in my timeline. At which Marina will pout.
Oh, that sounds like a very sad world, actually.
Indeed, at that mention, Queth will tilt her head to the side. Yes, it is a genuinely true tragedy.
Just depending on who you ask, it would be. I imagine many of the people here in the Chivalrics would not find it a tragedy. My
Well,
condolences, though.
most people in Shiz are dumb.
Yeah.
Queth will quirk a faint smile at that. One day Our Lady's radiance will return to us. Little does she know, by the time she gets back home, Her Lady's radiance will have been waiting for her. Like, where the fuck have you been, huh?
And now, to give Doggo the many scritches.
Yeah. You guys meet again, just to make her token large for everyone to enjoy.
Hmm.
Yay.
So good.
It's nice to meet you.
Adorable.
Why, hello there. It's a pleasure to meet you.
I'm sorry we had to leave you in the middle of the woods right after last time.
Oh, think nothing of it, darling. I was left in, well, a rather tender care and affectionate ministrations of this very powerful lady here. And she will slap this dragon on the ass, and she will yelp and jump.
Oh my.
Well, could certainly be in worse hands.
Yes, I suppose in that case maybe we should be thanking you for taking care of Marina.
Maybe. Her eyes will glitter.
I'm sure
And
Marina
then,
wouldn't mind you staying around for a while.
oh, I'm sure she wouldn't, but my mother would be in such a state if I were missing.
Oh?
The last thing I want is for her to leave the forest looking for me.
Well, perhaps tomorrow we might escort you out there.
Oh no, I'll slip away on my own, I think. Well, not my own. I'll take my babies with me.
Then perhaps you could tell us where we might find you again.
Perhaps I could. Why, you perhaps looking for an excuse to while away the evening?
Kieran will answer that by doing a tiny little woo.
That's what I thought. And look at you, a precious papa. Although, and she will saunter up, and you guys just see her like full on just grab Kiri in the crotch.
What?
She will, and ponder aloud. Shame. No dick, though. A girl's always best off when she's packing a little something extra, you know? Even better if it's got a
yeah.
knot. Maybe some of
Isn't
them
she
soft
right?
barbs, too.
Isn't she right?
Might I recommend this one then? She will just pick up Casa.
I think I'd break him.
He likes that.
That's fun.
What about you, tall dark and demon?
Well, I certainly wouldn't say no.
She'll sidle over and give you a grope. Why, yeehaw. How do you feed this thing?
Souls, probably.
Ah, that makes sense. Can't have mine, I'm afraid.
Oh, don't worry about that. It gets by with just a little death.
She will snort. That's just terrible. You know how hard it is to try and keep up the charming demure air when you would rather be cursing like a pirate?
I, in fact, do, actually.
Makes sense. And it's definitely not because the DM's already been using her scoundrel voice for like half the session, so she's not gonna do it again.
But I will lean down and whisper. Get enough time, I can make it have all the little perks and features. Knots, barbs, the works.
Perfect. It's gotta be best with both. A little bitch kitty pecker, you know?
I'll see what I can do.
Perfect. So yes, in general, you know, thank you to all of you. But I appreciate not being dead, and also having all of my soul, and not being trapped in a much more boring demon's little sex dungeon, when instead I could be clapping dragon cheeks. She'll spank Marina on the ass again, who will yelp.
Nod sagely. Yeah,
You are most welcome.
a much better fate indeed.
And at which she will dip you all a nice low bow. And don't you worry about it. I'll be sure to find you.
Huh? I think we're all looking forward to it.
Quite.
She will wink and does a little higher pitch a woo, and Snow Wolf girls and Earth Wolf box will like rush up, 3 of them and 4 of the Earth Wolves. All right, it's time to head home.
Oh, Sasha, I think you need to remind them that you've now got all the special equipment for walkies.
The princess laughs. Now, just because I'm wearing a collar.
Who said
So-
that you need to be
something
wearing the
tells
collar?
me she's the one who takes you for a walk.
That's not a bad thing, as I've come to find out.
The princess winks. And then disappears.
Alright, so who's ready to go take a dip into Mercury?
Casa takes a deep breath. As soon as I tell the blood to go back into my brain.
Well, I
Poor
mean,
little king.
He like doubles over. Sorry, just big pirate girls with fancy dicks. That's weakness material right there.
Ah, poor little king.
well,
Whew.
never let a crisis go to waste. We'll be back in 5.
Yes.
Grabbing her.
It's just scooped up and dragged away. Woo! Luckily, you know this fortress comes with many spare rooms, and you can hurriedly smash your needs out on the king. But yeah, clearly, Sane is just maximum cast fetish right there.
Yeah,
Wow.
clearly.
You
I
think?
mean, shocker, really. I mean, who would have guessed?
Savin's sitting there starting to get a nosebleed, like, yes, you're correct!
The recursive fetish now.
Just a painful aneurysm soon. Cass is insane and bitch kittens, oh my.
Mm.
I'm gonna change his name to King Cass of Steel.
No.
Unfortunately, all this Mercury protection equipment is not very form-fitting.
Yeah, it's definitely more of a function over form thing.
Marina just leans on the wall. That was fun.
I bet.
And thanks for helping me get that out of my system. Glad to see you're all not dead, and I will help your friends get acquainted. There is like at least a level look from all three girls. She was not like that. I have just normal rooms. Only if you want, obviously. More eye rolling ensues, but they will accept the invitation to enter the fortress in full, and she will escort them to spare rooms.
Alright, we'll see you all later.
Mhm.
Yeah, well, make sure to stop by before we actually leave. Otherwise, it would be, pretty rude. I still don't know how Queth is actually getting us out of here. At which point, Queth will shrug. Not sure myself, but I'll give it a go.
Well,
I mean, don't leave before the day's out. I mean, we'll be
No,
back in
no, well,
hopefully a day.
Yes, we'll make sure to say. We'll stay until you're back, unless you all die. Just don't die, though.
We'll
we
try not
won't.
to.
Also, if that
Never
way of
complain.
getting home is something you can teach to people, King Cassa here doesn't really have a way back to Elysia at all.
I'll do a quick test. I can probably write up a scroll for him.
Excellent. Thank you.
But he must keep the scroll to himself. None of you are allowed to take it or read it. If he does, the scroll will destroy itself.
Don't worry about that. I can't cast magic at all.
That's fine, just making sure no one of you has the grace of magic's curiosity, and while I don't blame anyone for having it. Sorry.
Fine, fine. Just a way home for the king is good enough.
I mean, he can obviously cast it and escort you all through, but yes, if any of you but him look at it, the scroll will destroy itself.
Right.
Oh, Tess, at some point you're going to look at that scroll and ruin Cass's way home.
Oh, come on. You
No,
don't do
no, no,
that.
no. It's just Cass. Please don't let me near it. I don't trust myself.
Alright. No, it. Could have put it in
Thank
a
you.
lead box. Wait, no, a lead box doesn't work on you either. I'll figure something out.
Put it in your spellbook, because Tis has never been anywhere near there.
True.
Into the prison pocket.
That's so
No, wait, actually,
mean.
no.
Don't.
Yeah, you're not allowed to look at another wizard's spellbook.
I'm
So that's the
quite
only place
happy
it'll be safe.
I'm quite happy sharing my spell book. What's this bullshit?
Yeah, honestly, her spell book happens to have like pages out of the Arcana Sutra in it. It's a really good spell book.
Yeah.
You can look at mine. Mine's boring though. I keep like 5 spells on it.
That's
I'll keep
fine.
the scroll somewhere else.
Maybe I want to see your calligraphy.
Oh, in his hat. You're not allowed to take someone else's hat, clearly.
Okay,
That's
no,
ju-
yeah, everyone knows that. Yeah,
Yeah, that's just like rule one.
fair. Then yeah, Queth will spend some time and she will try and write the scroll up for Cass to carry.
Yay.
Hooray!
This will very poignantly leave the area while this is happening.
Oh no, it's going to take her ages. Like you aren't going to be in the area while she's doing
Oh,
it.
good.
It's
Yeah.
not a quick process to make this scroll.
We'll be
It's
fighting for our lives
very
against mercury
complicated.
poisoning.
I don't know if you've ever heard Savin's description of the what is it? The oculary, the library portal. Very complicated, motherfucking thing.
I don't think I've heard that description.
No, I haven't.
Oh, it was the Secret Dragon librarian Savin had a very, very, very complicated teleportation circle for it.
Mm.
And Queth has to basically write one of those.
Ah. Makes sense.
So, before we go diving head first into Mercury and all that fun stuff, have you all gotten yourself protective equipment? Because I am not letting any of you in there without, at least no skin showing. Because
Yes,
we've
we
learned
have it.
good.
Yeah, I believe we all ordered some of it because we're all skin showy
Yeah.
types.
Mm-hmm.
Cass
Kierwyn
sighs
says
when he
even-
realizes that all of you are gonna have to climb into clothes. This is the worst adventure.
This is the worst adventure.
Cass, what it is we just get to do the reveal after the adventure.
True.
Yeah,
I
just
think
then
Sasha's
it'll
is the
be
only one
like-
whose bodysuit is a really good reveal because hers is latex.
Yeah, mine takes like 20 minutes to get in and out of. It's not
Oh,
not a
It'll
sexy
be like
striptease.
opening presents.
Oh yeah, I could just use a latex suit
Yeah,
for
yeah.
that, couldn't I?
Yeah, Sasha literally can just put that latex bodysuit on. It covers all of her.
Well, I'm doing that.
And I have terrible news for you because I took a quick look. Do you know what goes into safety masks to avoid mercury vapors?
Hmm.
What?
Sulfur powder. You're going to be walking around and it's going to smell like farts and there's nothing you can do about it.
Oh god.
You're wearing fart masks. It's the only thing that
Ah.
catches and then condenses mercury so that you can't just inhale vapors.
Honestly,
Enjoy
that
your
just
fart
sucks. Can we
masks.
go to the forest instead?
No.
Just fuck
Enjoy
the
your-
mines. We don't need
enjoy your
anything else
enjoy
down
your
there.
bodysuits and fart
Say-
masks, everybody.
We've got to do it sometime. Might as well
Do
get it
we
out of the
really?
way. Yes, because we have to go down the mine. We have to clear out levels for the Miners Guild.
Can we at least get to level 12 before we do the forest again? I don't want to deal with the fucking forest.
you need to level up and so you can move away from cold spells.
Yeah. I mean, we only have to do the Mercury one time, and we don't have to worry about it another.
And I want to note before we go in there, I am not selecting my fire spells for today. Just FYI. So I'm actually going to be using some different ones today.
Yeah. If anything, cold is actually the better one to use in here because if you keep the mercury cold, there'll be less vapor.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
Okay. So, the descent. It's an easy descent by this point, at the very least because it's portions of the mine you've traversed before. You can pass through the layers and you can see there is fresh work, like workers and miners who are familiar with your group will wave at you all in greeting, ask if there's anything that you need, hand you off like headlamps.
Oh, all is well. As
They realize they don't need to hand you headlamps because Kiri is a torch.
Greetings,
well,
peasants.
does the glow come through the mercury suit?
Yeah, good point.
That's true.
is true.
Well, yeah, everyone gets a suit. You will get odd looks because also everyone's used to watching you guys walk around with lots of skin out. They're like, "Oh, this is terrifying." And then Sasha walks past and they're like, "Never mind, I can see everything still."
I can see more than everything because it
Because
has to
you're
be.
more than anything, yeah. It's like it's not got the veils in the way either. It's just the suit. And they're like, "I just see Dangus."
Yeah, because usually she's got like the dress and the cloak on and everything like that.
So with Sasha's bodysuit here now, are we talking about like maximum bulge, or is it like perfectly sculpted to the whole organ? Like, can you see each individual ball hanging out? It's important.
Probably.
Nice.
Oh, is it like a horsecock down the one leg?
No,
I don't think
is
she
it
has a
like
horse
just
one.
is it tight enough to basically be like a condom, or is it a package deal?
Up to you.
Probably tight enough that it shows like everything on it. And,
Nice.
like
You swear if you
she,
stare long enough and it
I
catches
think-
the light just right, you can make out veins.
I think Savin means is like, is it basically you're just naked but covered in latex, or
yeah, pretty much.
yeah.
Nice.
Choice. Okay, so you make way for the next descent. Everyone puts their masks in place. Ugh. And you descend into the Mercury Mines. It is a simple enough structure. I don't want to make it excessively complicated, and also because I only have so many like descent rock tiles, I was like, fuck it, we'll just go with a different layout from usual this time, and I'll just draw it myself.
Yeah, fair enough.
And when you arrive down, you can hear the soft bubble and burble. Castle going, to be fair, Kiri,
Are you
those
a burble?
sweaty weirballs, are also, dick out kind of smells, I'm sure.
I mean, that made it tolerable.
Right. And would everyone like to give me perception tests, please?
Absolutely.
These are
Sure.
Mercury Pools bubble.
Wow.
The bubbling is a weird thing because, like, fucking we as players and people know of it is very, very fucking heavy. Like, there's no. When I say bubble, it's not like an actual bubble you would see in soap that pops. It's more like a sudden sinking of the level, and then like the abscess is filled in with more mercury. Like mirrors are being poured into small holes over and over again. It still makes that bubbling noise, but they're inverse essentially because mercury's so dang heavy. Despite all of your safety wear and the horrible smell, it's beautiful. Because fucking it's a shame mercury is so poisonous. It's a beautiful, beautiful metal.
Yeah, it is.
It's like
It's
pools
very
of
pretty.
silver.
It is
Yeah.
pools of just the nicest silver. And anytime it gathers dust, because mercury is so heavy, the dust just rises on top of it, so you just wipe across this liquid. So nice.
I wish the shit weren't so deadly. I'd have like a
Fucking
bit of a
mercury bath
glass
in it.
of it in my house.
Yeah, I want the mercury lava lamp. And it just fucking
Yeah.
explodes and I die. Ah.
Anyway, 36 perception.
Yeah, with a 36. Some of that inverse bubbling motion in these pools is not like the normal shifting of rock or heat.
Careful.
There's
We have
something
company.
in those pools.
My God.
Something
Mercury
breathing.
goo girls.
Could be
Just
mercury
saying,
sharks.
That's not the kind of death by snoo snoo we want.
It's gonna be like that time finding out his dick melted off by a goo girl.
Oh no.
Or that goo girl who was being used as the sewage.
Yep.
Uh,
Ugh.
To be fair, she was real nice once they all got cleaned up. Just took some work.
Ah,
Yeah.
I heard she had a bit of a potty mouth.
Look, she wasn't the sewage. She was at the bottom of a well, to be fair.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hey,
see
it's
things.
Zooth.
Oh.
it is Zuth. Oh no, it's Zuth.
Oh no.
Oh no, we're
You're
gonna get
all
our dicks
gonna
punched off.
die!
It's gonna jump out of a
Oh,
box and
God.
punch you in the dick until you explode.
Yep.
I'm more worried about like the barbarian form of it.
Yeah. So yeah, you can see what appears to be like old, ridged, crumpled armor, but this armor seems to be made of like rock and bone. It's a very scale-like series of flanges and beaky in nature. Mercury drips from its cavernous insides and in wells. It's hard to tell, except Sasha, you're sure at some point in those mirrors you detect like the hint of some bone. There might be skeletons inside these crumpled suits that are rising up, but again, desperately hard to tell. It's just by the fact that Mercury is
Yeah.
so reflective that you catch a hint of it before it's too late.
Yeah. Careful. Enemies abound. Probably
these ones haven't-
skeletons.
Yeah, these ones haven't risen out of it. It's just that this is where these two are. You can see them with your check.
Uh-oh.
They're in the pond. From
I
the
take out a vial of holy water and yeet it at the skeleton.
Interesting.
Hmm.
I need to look at this thing's stat block. Give me a
Actually-
hot second.
I mean, they're in the Mercury pond.
Yeah, let's
Does the
turn the
water-
mercury to holy water.
Well, does the water even go down in Mercury?
No, it wouldn't.
So
It
does
would
it
rest
even
on. It would
affect
rest
them?
on. It would rest on top of the mercury. But I just need to check what these things fucking effects are first. Give me a hot sec.
Yeah, I'm just saying like
It'll-
I don't
it'll
even
make
think the holy water milk there would get down to them.
Well, I mean,
Well,
when
yeah,
they
it'd
rise
make
up
a
out of
pun-
it, they'll
yeah,
rise
it'll-
into the...
it'll- Yeah.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
true.
I mean, yeah.
So, Kiri, you throw the bottle, and it doesn't smash. It floats. It sort of sinks a bit, and then, as far as different buoyancy is concerned, it just sort of rests on the top surface of this mercury. However, it does alert the individual within, and there is. Here's the thing: it would get out quickly, but mercury, as we've just mentioned, is really fucking heavy, so it's super slow to climb out of this pool.
And before it rolls a nat 20 on initiative, you're like, never mind.
Yeah,
Never
like
mind,
I'm
it just
about to
gets
give
out
these
quickly.
guys -1 initiatives, which you guys haven't seen since you were all level 4.
Wow.
Because it's just fucking hard to move.
Mm.
So odds are quite
So
high.
this is still slower.
This is just not having a good day.
It's so sad.
Fell asleep during her project. Kierwyn didn't want to do anything with the milkies.
Look, Kieran told you everything you wanted to know. I don't know
but
what you're
she
upset about.
wanted it. She wanted to experiment, and you just ignored it.
This may be a problem.
Talking to Gwen. Sorry. Didn't mean to ignore you.
Most of my encounter powers are fire based.
That's a bad idea.
Mm.
Or a great idea, in my opinion. And the ones that aren't in the pond, what's your initiative meant to be normally? God,
I
really
didn't know how
good.
Tis felt in the last dungeon.
Hooray!
I mean, you could do it. It's just a bit of mercury vapor.
Also, I guess I gotta keep my tail lidded, huh?
Oh God, yes.
Yeah,
You
definitely.
I imagine
Yeah.
you did. I imagine you did that as part of suiting up.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think that'd be the thing.
They just give you one of their cool mining lanterns.
Yeah.
Okay, is that everybody on?
I believe so.
Okay.
Oh, maybe not everything.
We'll get through this sturt combat before the main dealio. Get you all warmed up to it. Sasha, these motherfuckers are slow.
Oh dear.
but they are climbing.
So it looks like I assume they're still in the Mercury before I get there.
Before their turn and the initiative comes out, they're like waist deep.
Oh, okay.
So you can see them. They're climbing out.
Whoa. This tile is kind of funking up, but I will attempt to slap this guy before he gets out of there.
Sure.
Hoya.
Okay, that is a hit. Let's see here. All right. And this thing, its armor is full of thorns.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
What Sasha thought had been like bones on the inside, it turns out that they are like ivory white thorns and roots. They make up a relatively skeletal structure, but it's full of sharp. You hit it and you kill it, but I get to make a thorns attack against you.
Oh no.
That's not ideal for you.
I crit fail, you're fine.
Thank God.
Lucky for you.
Blah.
It would be less lucky for you. You've got the skin tight protection here.
Yeah! Get
Yes, but-
scooped, bitch!
Yes, but also I'm not the one that's going to be like making melee
Get
attacks on them.
rotated, idiot.
Oh, wonderful. Oh, that's so good. Alright. Sasha.
Well, free action, spirit gets to be summoned. Let's see, let me just check the range of the spirit summoning real quick.
Sure.
Because I might be
I think
able
it's
to...
range 10.
Oh, it's burst 20, right.
Oh. Well,
Alright, let's see here. Oop, yep, that's plenty within range. Spirit. Oh, God, there's a lot of things over there. I forgot I could see through my spirit.
yay, friends.
Yeah, technically you can't. It's just
yeah, technically
it was
I can,
obvious.
yeah.
It was obviously very irritating for not being able to see when you're making an attack because it can fire from like not in your sight.
Yeah.
So
no,
it's
I
got
get
a
you.
range on it. Don't think of it too
Yeah.
literally.
I'll try not to. In which case, let's see here. I could have known they were there. So, just gonna be just a stalker strike on the minion there.
Sure.
30 versus 42.
That is a hit, and it gets to make a thorns attack against your spirit. I don't
Okay.
know if that does anything. Does it have to do a certain amount of damage to bother it?
Yeah.
It has to do. Let's see here. It's like 10 plus half my level to pop it. Like you
Oh,
have to, yeah.
don't worry about it. It can't kill it.
Yep. Then it does not matter.
Sploop. And so your spirit, does it float? I assume it floats.
I don't think it actually has rules about like it floating or anything or actually being there. It's like it's loosely there, but it's also not because like
yeah, it's a
companions
doesn't
can-
conjuration,
occupy a
not a
space.
creature.
Yeah, because it
Okay.
can because
We'll call it floating then. Otherwise, it starts sinking into a mercury pool, which is not good
Yeah.
for it.
yeah, because I mean like people can pass through it, but like enemies can't, and
Yeah, it's so.
it's a
such
really weird thing.
Sorry. I also
All
find it
right.
really funny that your class comes with a proficiency for a melee weapon with a class that has literally no melee weapon attacks. It's just
What
for
the
show.
shaman? Yeah,
It's
Yeah.
very amusing.
it is pretty amusing.
They gave you a spear, and I was like, "That's cool. You got some like double team spirit tag team attacks or something." No, it's just the spear is there, so you got a walking stick that's a bit pointier than usual.
I mean, maybe there's like spirit implements or something like that.
No,
That-
we already looked that stuff
No.
up. Remember?
Right.
The druid has like weapon-based spell powers
Uh,
with its companion, but not shaman.
Shaman doesn't have like any like weapon
No,
attack powers.
Literally 0.
So
Zero.
weird.
That's right. I can ignore I don't think I can run on top of liquids while I.
Is this true?
Yeah. So I'm gonna charge this. And see the ones over there. 27?
27. That is a hit. I should make an attack against you. Alright. Does 28 beat your AC?
It do.
Alright. You kill it, but thorns burst from its body, and you are struck for 4 poison damage.
Oh boy.
I'm going to put a marker on you.
Oh
Oh boy.
no.
Does it matter if if it only hit through temp
Yep.
HP?
Yep. Even if you didn't really get damaged, you were hit by this attack. I can put a little marker on you.
Alright.
King!
It's a surprise
Alright.
tool that'll help her later.
Yeah.
King can't see any enemies, so 1, 2. Now I
King
can.
can see enemies.
Oh, who this?
So, really only Tahru can see them right now.
Snoot.
Oh,
It's got a schnoot. It looks similar to those trogs, but, you know, not with a horrendous stench, and it has a considerably more feminine shape to them.
Ah, so it's an Eonatrog, I see.
Mercury Trog.
It is a mercurial trog. And yeah, honestly, I saw them and I was like, sure, I'll call it a trog. Honestly, that kind of makes sense in a weird way. There are these strange nature spirit.
This thing stops existing.
The fucking Gatacorn! And how
Ooh.
far away are you from it? Oh, lucky you. It dies. It does not get to spray thorns all over you. It would spray thorns all over the spirit, but doesn't do anything. So, I mean, it does that. It hits the spirit, nothing happens. Yeah.
Alright, that's him.
Okay. Uh-huh. Da, 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 charge.
Oh, that was weird. It's health bar here before the token did.
It's the go. Oh, it's just that Dark Souls lag where you see the health bar, but they're lagging. It's fine.
No. Why does Roll20 just constantly get worse? I don't understand.
Fucking really? Another crit fail. All right. Carry.
Alright. 1, 2, 3. Let's see. If I push this thing, no, Saoirse should still be in range. Yeah, I guess I'll just
God.
murder it. I don't know what else to do about this. I have nothing but melee attacks.
Wrong.
Alright. Bop.
21 is a miss.
Nice. Alright, now I don't have to be
At least I
responsible for...
assume it's 21 because behold what my fucking attack cards look like at the moment. But I was getting a headache from it in bright mode.
Weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a 21.
Oh,
And it's
jeez,
no hit.
wow.
That's
Alright,
silly.
Mercurial Troge. Alright, let's cast Mercurial Roots. Area burst 2 within 10. You
Okay.
splish or splash ladder here.
Oh,
boy.
that was traversable terrain, I see.
She just crawled around the rock on the outside. It might not have looked like that on your screen because of the way that bars and lag
No.
are working. No, she went up and squirreled around like that.
Yeah, no, I
This
mean,
lizard-
I didn't
this
think
lizard
this
cr-
was traversable here.
Oh, okay.
Fair enough,
This
though.
lizard crawled her way around it on the side of it.
Yeah, she's doing the lizard climb. And then,
I
yeah.
love lizards.
Lizards! They're
Heckin'
great.
gecko.
A real Gekken Hecken. Okay, so starting from the top, this is versus Fortitude. As mercurial roots burst from the ground and grab at you. So, Sasha, 32 versus Fortitude.
Oof.
Ow.
Kiri, 20 versus Fortitude.
Nope.
The King, 30.
Yeah, I'll do.
Just restrains them, save ends.
No, the king is restrained. How dare you?
Oh boy.
And then activate your weird mercurial mind control power. Minor encounter. Allies within 20 squares can shift to.
Oh,
Move some boys around.
Weird.
Basically this whole map.
this is a leader. Got it. Cool.
Well, I think there might be a controller.
If they're
Yeah.
moving their guys around, it might.
I mean, leader is a subtype, so it could be a controller leader, actually.
Ah, yeah, true.
You are meant to be here. Okay. Let's move minor and standard. Tis.
Okay, gonna move on down. 1, 2. And just for a little bit of change of pace, I'm going to use my Ray of Frost on probably the foe that's in combat with friendos. Nope.
'21 Fortitude. On which target was that, sorry?
On this one.
Sure. 21 Fortitude is a hit, and it will try and spray poisonous mercurial thorns at you. Crit. Alright, you take 4 poison damage and get a marker. Luckily it's a minion, so crit, not the worst deal in the world. Turtle Familiar, yes! Turtle Familiar is so good. Although you're going to be in the deserts, right? You should pick Tortoise as opposed to Tat.
Well, I was saying if I do take 5 from I don't have it on an eye yet.
True. Alright. You! Jog! Maybe you'll be the chosen one to not crit fail. Hooray! Kiri, 4 poison damage. You're also marked.
Oh no.
And
How could this happen?
Can't charge through the Mercury. So, wait, there you go. You can charge out down there. Let's try and hit someone who's already got a marker. Get a +2. 33. Tahru. You don't take
Alright.
4 damage. You take 8 poison damage.
Oh, great.
I hope you like mercury poisoning.
I sure don't.
Sasha.
Oh no. I can't move, so I'm just going to attempt to throw a knife at the guy next to Kiri there.
Sure. And then you can attempt save ends.
Yeah.
That is a hit and a kill, and it will spray fucking murky thorns at you as well. Although you have cover,
Yeah.
so it's only +14. 25 versus your AC.
AC, no.
Nope. All right. It die, and you are fine. And then roll a save. 17, you pass. And now for the after effect. You
Oh,
now have
no.
ongoing 10 necrotic damage. You cannot
Jesus.
move closer to this trog. Save ends both.
Wow. So you save out of it, and then you get like.
And then
a
you
dog?
get the punishment. Yeah. You could choose to stay
Fuck.
restrained and not
Total
really
leader, got it.
suffer. But you,
Boy.
yeah. 10 ongoing
Woo.
necrotic.
Damn.
Wow.
It's a yikers.
That's a yikes.
I saw that effect. I was like, this is the coolest shit. Black Root. Well, it's called Black Roots on this actual real card, but I've gone with Mercurial for duh. Area burst 2 within 10. Plus 14 versus Fortitude. Restrained. Save ends. After effect. Ongoing 10 necrotic damage. The target can't move closer to them. Save ends both. It's like, that's so
Oh,
cool.
God.
Wow.
What a power.
Double save.
I'm gonna rip out of these roots and then be like,
Yeah. And you get horribly poisoned, and moving forward doesn't work because your legs aren't listening to you.
Casa, breaking these things might not be the best idea.
Yeah, I think Cass is going to become a turret.
No.
Can you elect to fail a save?
I think so. I think you
Or
can
E, can
choose to.
you choose to fail?
I think you can choose to fail D20 rolls. I have a feeling it's not specified anywhere.
There's no specific way to pass on or intentionally fail a saving throw given.
Oof.
You don't normally decide to make a saving throw either. You are forced to do so if you can.
So then you had. Oh,
Oh.
wow. Okay.
Goofers.
Well, first up, movement action to move the spirit there. And despite this name I've given it, it doesn't actually do fire damage or anything like that. So first up, roll against the troglodyte. And then one against the minion. 1d20 plus
Yeah.
This one is a
15.
hit.
Does a 16 hit the minion?
No.
Not
but
even
you
against
can-
its ref?
No.
Okay. Alright.
Please,
So,
even enemies with reflex dump stats don't have a garbage ref at this level.
alright, fair enough. Alright, so the spirit disappears. I'm just going to keep it right there. So we have an area for the burst. If they stay in that zone next to the spirit, they are dazed.
Okay. If you'd done it there, you could have slid Casa.
Does Cass really
mean-
care about being moved?
It would.
I mean,
it would have
wouldn't
gotten him.
care-
Well,
yeah.
I don't know.
I
It
was
doesn't
trying to
matter.
go for hit the
Yeah.
major thing of the counter and kill a minion.
Yeah. Sorry. You're feeling gross and uncomfortable.
Moving through the spirit space is not difficult terrain, right?
No, you can freely move through it. It doesn't count for anything.
Cool. That's a shift.
Yep.
I don't think that hits, but I'm right here now.
No, that is a miss. But don't worry, Tahru. It's just a bit of brain damage and liver failure and heart failure and. Cassie, you'll go.
All
The
right.
Gat.
The
Big
Gat
Gatsmith.
is gonna gat a minion. Bap.
Nope.
And then I guess he has to make a save.
Yep, he has to give it a go. He
Yay.
fails. Good boy. Oops, sorry, I double clicked that. Kiri, you'll go.
All right. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna 4. Come here.
Mm-hmm.
Without stepping through the goop. And then let's whack the bitch. Let's see. Everyone's still at full health pretty much, so let's go with one of these. Oh, I don't think I hit.
No.
Okay.
This. Ah.
Okay.
I want to watch some Flash Gordon.
Flight high on a rocket cycle.
Like, not the movie, though, one of the old serials.
Mhm. What I want to do is listen to more Twilight Zone because I found a site that has the recorded, like, to radio versions of the Twilight Zone that you can't get anymore.
Ooh.
Nice.
And so I downloaded all of them and I have a big folder of just every Twilight Zone.
It's pretty cool.
I'll see if I can find the site again because it's really good.
You're traveling through
But Tess,
non-dimension, a
what day?
dimension not only of sight and sound, but of mind.
Okay. Gonna psychically zap Drug Lady.
That is a zap on the drug lady, for sure.
Mhm.
16 damage. She's now granting CA. Alright, Plani boy.
Oh, did the Trog stay in her zone there and didn't move?
I haven't even taken her turn yet. My brain completely failed me. And I
Yeah.
skipped her turn after Kiri's, so before she got hit, I'll let her take that hit anyway. She fuck. I don't know if she wants to stay dazed or take the fucking she'll take the Paddler RP and shift. Go on then, Kiri. Punish.
Alright. Just,
11 damage. Alright.
Man, that has good synergy. Either
Now,
you have to stay there or you have to take damage.
She has recharged the thorns. It might be worth me trying to land that again.
Yeah, you
Probably.
can get on like 4 people here.
Yep.
Yep. Alright. Let's do it. I don't have to recast it on Casa because it's already hit him. The restraining. It only restrains in its initial effect anyway.
Oh, 3 people is still pretty good.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Tis, Kiri, Tahru.
Dodged it.
Damn!
Oh, wow.
Kiri dodges again, but I double crit the both of you. Alright.
Those are some good dice rolls.
Amanda, restrain the moo. Alright, and then this Mercurial boy moves. I guess
He can step right there. The minion isn't
like
there.
that. He doesn't want to end his turn next to it and get dazed.
Oh, you're right. That's right. Good point.
Yeah. And shall try and put another stack on Tahru. No damage.
Another
to that.
stack of Tahru.
Tahru, you don't take 4. Yeah, don't take 8.
Is it 16?
Yeah, you take 16
Oh.
damage and have another marker.
Jeez, this is getting dangerous.
Yep. This is
Shit.
also, I have put minions against you before that do this kind of multiplicative damage system. It's the first time it's ever fucking worked, especially against Tahru. I'm amazed.
You should
It
probably
never
kill that
works
guy.
against Tahru.
Yeah, you should
Oh, my
definitely kill that guy.
Sasha.
Oh, my token health is not updating. I'm at 67 right now.
So
My
close.
health bar is not updating.
That looks correct.
It looks like it's updated here.
Oh,
Yeah,
I just gotta refresh then, I guess. 'cause it's not
67.91.
updating for me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's gotten lower on my screen.
Yeah, it's still got the plus.
Weird.
Funky. So I can't move closer to her, or I can't quite.
You
see.
cannot move closer to her. So you are currently 5 squares away from her. You cannot become 4 squares away from her.
Damn.
And
Sure, will like briefly attempt to struggle closer, and finding herself unable to, will. Oh yeah, I've got to take the zappy zap too. Ow. Ow. I will instead opt to attempt to mind blast this creepy zomboid Mercury plant.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think that's gonna do
not gonna do it.
Oof.
Ouch.
If I were Tahru, I'd start worrying. Sasha,
All
you'll
right.
go.
Free action, the spirit will appear here. Don't
Yep.
worry, they're not going to be around for long. Hey, Tahru, why don't you get rid of that guy?
Tahru, make an attack
Right,
against the
yes.
thing.
You have a +2 bonus to the attack roll and +3 bonus to the damage.
Alright, you pop it. It gets to make one last thorn stab at you, though. Tahru was the worst person you could have picked for this.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no one else.
Should have picked Casa.
Casa.
Yeah.
Oh,
The king could have
luckily,
bayoneted.
luckily, I miss you, Tahru. Wait, even with
I
the
kinda-
+2, I still miss you.
yeah, I kind of forgot that like Casa had melee stuff. I thought he was only ranged things.
No, he has
Arrow
a
has
yeah,
a
big
you
old
missed-
stabber.
minion.
You missed Casa getting like three knife crits in the ice fortress.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know he does melee stuff.
Yeah. Tahru.
I can do a little bit of movement.
Oh, yeah, sorry, yeah, go ahead. Do
I'm good.
yours.
I'm good. I already moved. Go.
Tahru, you are currently restrained. You feel quite unwell. What day?
Did I take damage from the restrained one, or
No, restrained
even
does
mark-
not do damage.
no? I meant I took damage from that attack, and that was 31. Or
No, it doesn't do damage.
oh, that wasn't okay. That wasn't damage. Okay.
The
Got it now.
that black thorns effect doesn't hurt you. It just puts the restraint on you, and then when you
Yeah.
break free of the restraint, you start taking a nasty dot.
Oh, speaking of.
Which, great. This is the only thing I can do then.
All right.
I
what's
think
your
I only
will?
have one target, right?
Yep, and that is a fail, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
Oh.
I can't do anything unless they're right next to me.
Don't you literally
Unfortunate.
have a
You have a
halberd?
polearm?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I do have the halberd.
Yeah,
Come to
you
think
could
of
use
it,
a
yeah.
minor action to. Oh, that's a shame. You just used that minor action.
You have a move action,
You,
so just
you could
convert
move.
it down.
Yeah, you can use a move action to swap to your pike and swing.
Because we're playing 4E. You have an actual action
Yeah!
economy instead of just action.
Her action budget.
Just make sure my damage is all correct. If I crit, it'll be funky, but we can roll with
Yep.
that when we get there.
Hit. 15. Round.
You really should set it up so like you can just have like your weapons as weapon 1, 2, and 3 or whatever, and just swap between them when you do it.
I do, but that doesn't help with the crits.
Okay. Do you have your crits separated so that it doesn't just add it on?
I'm
completely?
trying as I go, but that only helps. I don't remember which. Oh, this
Yeah.
one actually did have the
Oh, that one had the fixed
crit
one.
set up.
Also, please give me a saving throw.
I guess so.
Time to find out if you go into dot hell. You do!
Alright, welcome to Dot Hell. You break free from the restraint and you are now poisoned. You take 10 necrotic damage at the start of your next turn. You are not allowed to move any closer to her. That means, in the literal simplest terms, like it doesn't matter if they're obstructed or not. If you're 2 squares away, you can't become 1 square away.
Hey, can I would this work?
I don't. Yeah,
I mean,
I think so.
Yeah. Isn't it? Is
Yeah,
a dot
yeah.
to say something
Yeah,
at the
literally.
end? Yeah.
Yeah, like this ends
Yeah,
my
give it a go.
defender, or I become a striker. But I think it's worth it.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, if you can
It'll
end
allow
a
you to
10
do
dot
your-
on you.
Damn!
You fail.
You
Shame.
fail.
Was worth a try.
It was. And it ends your defender. Which is fine, I suppose. She's still in Kiri's. Kiri, speaking of.
Alright. Minor action, lay on hands Tahru.
Cool.
So, You can make a save with a
And
plus
then makes a
5.
saving throw.
Yeah.
Just roll a 5 or higher.
Hey, you
All
did
right,
it.
you save. You will not be taking that extra damage.
Atta girl. Alright. Now let's roll this on the bitch. There we go. I finally hit something. Jesus.
Hell yeah. 14.
Bonk.
Nearly got her.
Alright, that's me.
Cool. She stands up. And is no longer granting CA, I think. Oh, no, that's until Tis's next turn. Shit, what do we do here? Let's take your 11 damage to get back so that she can shoot you with a Lance of Mercury.
Okay.
Versus your reflex, 26.
Yeah, that'll do. My reflex is bad.
Okay. You take 8 poison damage plus 5 poison damage to each creature adjacent to the target. Apart from the fact that Portari, that is 20 more damage for you.
Ow.
You're just getting hosed with Mercury. I don't think... This does not
I
put
hate
up your
this.
marker. That's nice.
Good.
I guess because the splash can't tear open your protection.
It's good.
Yes. Bang.
Oh, sorry, I was muted. So I'm going to do I have line of sight of her?
Yeah, she has a little bit of cover against you, but you can see her.
Okay, then I'm going to bloop. And then
Okay.
bloop.
This.
Aw.
But part of it I'm gonna slide her to there.
Wahoo.
Shit.
Welcome back, bitch.
Sasha.
Now, I know people keep asking, but I can go on the
Yes.
ghost spot, right? Yep. Okay.
Yes. I'll
The
move for
spirit
this.
companion is not
Yes.
there right now.
Oh.
Yeah, if you see that ghosty image on it, it's literally not even there.
Oh.
It's unsummoned. It's just, we don't want to keep removing and putting back on the token.
Oh, that's useful. And surprise! I can move closer again.
You are standing in the pool of Mercury, but
Oh,
you
instead
have
of
not
move.
taken any damage to your protection. You are fine.
Guess I won't move quite.
No, you
back.
can. You haven't taken any damage to your protection. You may in fact stand there.
Oh yeah. I am still going to just scooty scoot closer with a boop.
That is a hit, and you destroy.
Ka-kunk.
Well, you drop it to 2, and then it goes down.
Yeah.
Hey, Gar, I gotta ask a question here real quick. That quick lunge there, can you do it as like a basic attack?
No,
Okay.
unfortunately.
A shifting
the one
basic
thing,
attack would be cool, but that's a fighter
Okay.
trick.
Yeah.
It only matters because
Fighters
like
and
Yeah.
barbarians.
yeah, it only
Oh,
matters because
great.
like if
Your
it was
thing-
basic attack,
yeah.
I just do that spirit infusion on you all the time.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
So
mean,
you can...
I do still get the extra 2d8 on my basic attacks.
I mean, yes, but it's more to the point that
that
what you do
mobility would
is
be
like you
amazing.
jump in and
yeah.
out.
Oh, yeah, and the mobility. Yeah.
Yeah.
I get you.
Yeah, it's more that I would do it if you stayed in it and stuff. Like you usually like jump in and out.
Yeah.
And it's a shame because she's a striker and she's the best one for it. But regardless,
I can stay.
true.
It just depends.
As you defeat this Trog and you are left with a moment's respite, Tahru is not looking so good. Kiri,
Oh,
Also,
God.
yeah, the mercurial roots disappear, but its effect ends. They're fine. You made it through. Kiri, Tiss, you notice that these thorns have like torn open some of your protection, and you're a little bit lightheaded, and your limbs feel a bit heavy.
Uh-oh.
Tahru, you feel positively garbage.
Hey, you guys might want to get that patched up.
Let's see. What kind of test would it be? In fact, do any of you have the kind of skills necessary to do a repair on like a suit?
I mean, yes, domestic housewife is right here.
You know what? That is a fair point. Sure. Yeah, you can needle and thread yourself shut. Taru's is in a little bit worse state. Let's get
Yeah.
a test out of you here. Whichever you would prefer, out of Dex or Int.
Ooh, what about dungeoneering?
Sure.
Alright, we'll roll that.
Yep. When it comes to patching up clothes, you're a regular spelunkerer. You can dungeoneer them clothes back intact again. Taru. That was awful, and you're going to need medical attention before the day is out, because mercury poisoning is no fucking joke, but you are now no longer taking bonus damage.
Cool.
For now.
For now.
Hey, we're gonna need to get you guys some real help.
Don't worry, mercury poisoning isn't very fast acting, just fatal, eventually.
Thanks!
Boyfriend!
Yeah, assuming you guys don't try and take a long rest down here, you'll be able to go to Thyren and Menelaus and get yourselves depoisoned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Otherwise, if I remember rightly, you will suffer from anemia, nerve damage, brain damage, heart palpitations, liver failure, and death.
Yeah.
Oh, and hardness of breathing. You know, just throw that one on there.
Also, it's probably very not good for babies.
Also true.
Yeah. No,
Yeah,
it would
Kiri
not be
super
good for
does
them.
not want to get poisoned. I'm very happy she dodged all of this bullshit.
Yeah, I super don't want to get poisoned either.
Nope.
Incredibly dangerous. Just be extra careful.
Mm-hmm. All right. However, I believe that is where we will leave it for now. Now that I have put the fear of Mercury into you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm amazed that even did anything, because this is 100% like not the first time. It might be like the 5th time I've put minions against you with like amplifying damage features, and they just don't ever hit you. They especially don't ever fucking hit Tahru, who will then just 1v1 them all day long while you fight a boss. This time it
Yeah,
actually
this-
worked and scared you, and that's
So
good.
do they have like an upper limit, or do they just keep going?
Mercury
like-
poisoning results in death.
Well, I meant like for the minions there, like do
I
they
don't
just keep
think so.
multiplying?
Yeah, I think they just keep going.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you just get more and more damage to your protection and your ability to fight off the mercury that's being pumped into your bloodstream.
Oof.
Yeah.
That's scary.
Yeah, we
Yes, it
need
is.
we need controllers to obliterate those minions like immediately next time.
I tried. I mean,
It's true. Yeah, it's just a few messes happened here and there.
I got rid of
But
one
they
of
are
them.
scary. The scary fact is because, they've got a retaliation, so it also needs to be really safe ranged destruction of them.
Yeah, which is not our party's strong suit.
Actually,
Nope.
that's my
But
strong suit. I can
It
do
is.
that.
It is your strong suit. Yes, you can do it. You just needed to roll better than crit fails between
But I
you and
got
Tess.
hit. And I was
I mean, I got
rolling.
rid of one of them.
I'll need to grab a short bow or something.
True. Yeah,
I
they
got.
can shoot you from 4 squares away.
Okay.
Yeah, they can only retaliate up to 4 squares. So you
Okay.
can shoot them from 5 and you're safe.
I just need to get him into a hallway and block him with a spirit.
Yep. All right, so let's get to experience.
Yeah.
Mechanics experience. Shift to players click. Did you explore a new location?
Yes.
Yeah.
The Mercury Mine! New magic item or treasure hoard? No.
Not yet.
Solo
No.
creature or an extreme encounter?
Nope.
No.
Expand or improve Torchlight.
If anything, we made it worse.
No, actually, you have a platoon of Ivory Hold Knights who will
Oh,
happily
yeah.
come by and cheese
Oh,
or
that's
they'll
right.
they'll ruck
They
up
got
if you
the
call for
helpers.
them.
I don't know what you're talking about, saying it's a better place for me now.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
you.
no, you actually do get an improvement. A squad of elite knights will ruck up on these bitches,
Huh?
like classic for the lady questing knights.
Oh no, more
Learn
Frenchmen.
something new and interesting about that family. Wish Grunter? No.
No, just a 2 for
XP.
That is 2 XP. What's your
Getting
score
closer.
now?
165.
Getting there.
Ooh, nearly
We're
level 12.
close.
Yeah,
Speaking
we
of
can
which,
do it next session. Yeah.
remind me,
Technically.
Thyren was like
Could.
level
Could.
13, you said?
Yep.
Nice. Just looking forward to the day when I can finally drag
When-
Dottir along.
When you can finally bring her on these adventures and you get to just see this weird, just fucking burnination cleric. There's Menelaus of the ultra healing. You're like, oh, level 13 cleric, we're gonna be so safe. And all of the powers she has picked are fire.
It's fine. I'm a leader
Whee!
with healing things. We don't need her to do healing. She can
Yeah, I
blast
mean-
Also, you
burn
didn't see
things.
fucking Savin's pseudo healing was some bull.
Oh yeah,
shit.
yeah. Kiri went hard on healing while you were not here. It was
So it
Yeah.
wasn't healing, it was cheetah fucking temp HPing everybody so
Yeah,
much.
It's a shame because like I could do stuff like this, which give everybody like regeneration 2. That's just giving people more things. This one is. I don't think it was actually healing. That was not actually healing. In the.
But there are a lot of zones that you could have put down to fight her zones.
Oh yeah, stuff like this, making sure everybody has more damage. Jesus Christ.
Oh, you just threw a fucking crit out there. Oops.
yeet.
Yeah, no, those would have been amazing for that boss fight.
I
But
know.
instead, you
what
had
a
to make
shame.
do with Paladin healing, just desperately throwing as many resources as I can into the wind.
There was temp HP, you used potions in the fight beforehand, you used consumables and summoned the spirit. Like, yeah, I got you guys to use things. I was very happy with that.
Oh, but hey, that critical thing actually works. Good.
Yep. Yeah.
Good. I had to edit it for the Fleur de Lis or Fleur de Grace. I mean.
Yeah, that was-
Hope that you enjoyed.
Yeah, it was really good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's scary times.
Yeah, Mercury poison
Yeah, I
time.
Woo!
Oh no.
Yep. I have 0 ranged powers, but I at least have a reach weapon.
You do. God, my voice is now officially tapped. That was.
Rip.
All right, yeah.
All right.
a
Well,
lot of
if you're
fucking
watching on the stream or
characters.
YouTube, thanks for tuning in. We will see you in a few days for the other Skow&D. And until then, adios and do take care.